Listen to Johnny's House on XL 106.7 for a chance to hear your Hype song air on the radio. The best Hype wins $5,000. Download the Hype app at XL1067.com. That's HYPH. Or follow XL1067 on Insta.
Boost Infinite's new wireless technology gives you 3 networks for the price of 1 and better service at a lower price. Switch today. Visit boostinfinite.com. That's boostinfinite.com.
Escape to the village of nothing much and delight in soothing tales from the lakefront inn to the downtown bookshop to the cabin in the woods. Based on the beloved Nothing Much Happens podcast, Stories from the Village of Nothing Much offers family-friendly, anxiety-relieving narratives celebrating small joys and community bonds.
A tower of a tree stood lit in her glory in our park, and we all clapped and whistled our approval.
Listen to Stories from the Village of Nothing Much on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Ho, ho, hold up. It's the end of the year already, and I'm way behind. So this month, I'm slaying prices. Let's wrap up the year. You'll save up to $6,000 off a nicer, newer car. Plus, I'll stuff your stocking with $1,000 Christmas cash on a new car. Don't wait for the jolly old elf, because right now, Santa R.C. Hill at R.C. Hill Mitsubishi wants to help you save $6,000 and stuff your stocking with $1,000. Are other dealers roasting your chestnuts over past credit mishaps? Let us help you get approved. Help me wrap up the year, and you could fill your sleigh with savings and drive home in a new car today. Save up to $6,000 based on the car you choose. And I'll give you $1,000 Christmas cash for the kiddies. But hurry, this deal's done once we wrap up. I'm R.C. Hill from R.C. Hill Mitsubishi, Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. See details at rchill.com.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream. Get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, including advanced Wi-Fi, and 1 unlimited mobile line free for 12 months. And when you add Spectrum TV, get a Zumo Stream Box free for 12 months. Spectrum One Stream. It's streaming simplified. Visit Spectrum.com for details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
During the wrap-up-the-year sales event at your Ram dealer, get up to 15% below MSRP on select 2023 Ram 1500, 2500, and 3500 models. 10 or 15% below MSRP depending on model. 10% below MSRP eligible trucks include Ram 1500 excluding TRX, Ram 2500, and 3500. 15% below MSRP eligible trucks include Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab, Laramie Crew Cab, and Ram 1500 Classic. Not compatible with lease offers or with any other consumer incentive offers. Residency restrictions apply. Take retail delivery from dealer stock by 1/2.
GMC Sierra trucks in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Thursday, December 14th of 2023. Lots to get to today. From 2 shows left to ChatGPT is suffering from seasonal depression, and the rise of AI news anchors begins. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
One more show.
Hello, C-Lane.
I counted 2.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, after this one. And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Thursday?
Good.
Doing well. How are you?
Good.
Good. Unless Sabrina was just announcing that she was taking tomorrow off.
No. I feel like once we're here, that kind of knocks off that day. You know?
Yeah, it's like we have technically 2 left, but 2 is started right now. We're moving, and then tomorrow is the last day, but 2 shows left in 2023.
Wasn't it last year at this time, or maybe last year, like at the beginning of the last week, you were counting down by the hour?
I was counting down. I was counting down by the segment, my friend.
That's what it was.
I was going to one segment.
That's
at a
what
time.
it was.
Hey guys, we got a Christmas card, by the way. So
oh yeah, nice.
That marks 1.
Oh yeah, we got one. If we hang it up, it's depressing at this point. We got to get more. Who's this from?
This is from the fine folks at Party Time Rentals.
Oh, that's nice.
So thank you, Leanne, Michael, Sekia, Hannah, Bean, SJ, Deanna, and Kevin.
Oh, thank you, Bean. I knew we could count
Especially
on
Bean, yeah.
During the holidays, you can always count on Bean. All right, let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours.
Does Bean get flicked a lot, or is
all right?
Sorry.
It's all right there. The European Parliament is where we go today. Woo. They're handling, I don't know, big things, big to-dos over in Europe and getting things done. And there was a little bit of a disruption that confused absolutely everybody in the European Parliament. Here we go.
And long live Europe.
Oh.
There's a dog.
I love the multiple camera shots of everyone confused.
The camera is now trying to find the dog in the European Parliament. Everybody's looking around. They're like, what is happening? Why is there a dog barking? Who let the dogs out? Now they're laughing. They have no idea where this is coming from. Imagine if that was your dog and you're like, okay, I'm going for a tour of the European Parliament. And all of a sudden, Carl's like,
not even. I mean, you heard that dog. Mm-hmm. Carl's bark is 10 times louder than that. It's
I don't know how he
insane.
does it.
Me either. I don't know where it comes from.
Carl has the tiniest little body, but if he wants to get loud, he's not to be messed with. He can make a loud bark come out of that body.
You want to get some information from terrorists? Go ahead and put Carl in the room.
Oh, that was the fastest turnaround you've ever done in your life, I think. Like, calm down. We only have 2 shows left. You could phone it in now. This is what we're doing today here.
But this is the fun part. That's the fun stuff.
Good
All right,
point.
You want to hear phoning it in this week in Florida tomorrow.
Yeah, the cruise control.
The year end.
Fully engaged. Well, we're hoping for the best. Fingers crossed and all that good stuff. Why? Well, because last year, if you remember, was travel chaos around the end of the year. And we had that huge issue with Southwest Airlines. I got caught up in that. Amy Caulfield got caught up in that.
You were stuck, right? Like you were at your destination already?
I was stranded in New Orleans, and I had to drive back because I said, well, when's the next flight? And the lady said, it looks like we have something about 4 days from now. And I go, well, that's too long. We got to be back. I got to start doing the radio show again the beginning of the year. And we got in a rental car and drove all the way from New Orleans home. And I hate driving like that. So I'm really hoping that they get this together for Christmas, and they say they will. The CEO of Southwest Airlines told Bloomberg he's determined to avoid a repeat of the carrier's woes last December. He said, we are ready for the winter, absolutely ready. They should be, because last year they lost $1.2 billion for this. We even got some money out of it because of all the cancellations. We ended up getting like $350 or something.
Really? I would have thought they would just offer you like more tickets.
I think they offered it as a credit at first, but then somehow we turned it into cash. And it was one of those setups where they go, okay, here's the cash. Now you have to create an account and attach the cash to the account. Oh. Then you have to sign up for this transfer protocol to transfer it into, you know.
Then you have to drag the magical Southwest wallet into your own wallet.
And then climb a mountain and meet up with one guy named Pete. And then you'll get your refund.
They put a lot of hurdles in the way of getting that money.
The refund process was actually designed during an episode of Nathan For You.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not good at jumping through those hurdles. I would have, or over those hurdles, I should say. You shouldn't jump through hurdles.
I'm not good at jumping
If you're a
over
badass, you can jump through the hurdles.
Imagine that guy at the Olympics, just a Kool-Aid Manning through every single hurdle. So she's better at it. She put up with it. She ended up beating them at that game. But, yeah, they're saying they're trying not to screw this up. A lot of people were in the same position as me. One passenger who was flying from Los Angeles to Denver told Business Insider his 2.5-hour flight ended up taking 41 hours after he rented a car instead and drove all the way home. Nightmare city for so many people, and hopefully that doesn't happen today. Good news, bad news, right? Good news, bad news, everybody.
Okay.
The good news is Junkie Claus has arrived once more for the holidays. Ho, 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 everybody. Yeah. Junkie Claus is back with a re-release of one of our designs, and this is out of the office closet, obviously. And
the Junkie Closet.
Even better news, it comes with a bonus this time.
Ooh,
we
a Bobo.
re-released the X-Ray Fickle Beast shirt, and anybody who grabs one will get one of those Bobo skull hats that we had from years ago.
They're nice hats.
Yeah, they're cool. The design's cool. It's very cool design. I think people will
You
love
kind of
them.
have to say that, though.
It's very true. I like the hats. I mean, I think that they're a good snapback. So for any men or lesbians who love a good snapback, this is for you. Now, was this the run that was a mistake, or was the mistake had words on it? Remember?
No, that was way back in the day. Yeah, where somebody misspelled something on.
Or just I think it just said secret.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah, so the hat comes with it, right? And it's got this cool design on it. You can check it all out at getskywall.com if you want to go over there. And that's the good news. The bad news is there's only one left, I think. There's only one left.
Jesus, man.
I put them up real late last night, close to the end of the night. Put them up on the sly, and everybody just started gobbling them up. They were keeping an eye on this, and Junkie Claus was robbed. And there's only one, maybe two more that you can check out up there on getskywall.com. So snag those. I do see today a lot of people are coming after the beloved Oprah. They are really heated at Oprah.
What did O do?
I think this is so dumb because she's losing a lot of weight, which this is the history of Oprah, friend. It's Oprah is skinny, Oprah is fat, Oprah is skinny, Oprah is fat, snip, snap, back and forth. And now she's skinny Oprah again. And they found out that she's losing one of those weight loss drugs like Ozempic. And they said, how could you? This is really screwy that you're doing this, especially since you're a Weight Watchers spokesperson. Oh, my God, for shame, Oprah. And when I see this, I go, who cares?
Is she still a Weight Watchers spokesperson?
I don't know if she's actively doing a campaign for them, but she's been for a long time the Weight Watchers person.
I just don't think we would get that information if she was still an active spokesperson.
Yeah.
I thought at this point she was like co-owner.
Yeah, she's been there with them for a while, for sure. But if somebody wants to do a diet along with one of these weight loss drugs, that's even better because they're improving the way that they eat and the food that they put inside their body. And when they go off the weight loss drugs like Ozempic, which, mind you, if you're not aware of this, you will put the weight back on unless you make some lifestyle changes afterwards. So the 1-2 punch of that seems fine to me. I think they're just saying this is like hypocritical or something. Look, is it cheating to use Wegovy and Ozempic? Sure, but why not cheat? We cheated everything else in our lives.
Yeah.
We cheated all the things when we're given an opportunity. Like, why wouldn't you cheat if you can afford it? Certainly she can afford it. A lot of other folks aren't able to.
I'll tell you, though, yeah, she can afford it, but she's paying for it because she's not naming the drug. So
Exactly.
she's definitely not good. I mean, I get why people in this position do stuff like this. I saw her do it on her talk show plenty of times. If they were doing a cooking segment, and there was a mayonnaise that wasn't paying her, she was not saying what mayonnaise it is. It is just mayonnaise. And
she knows what she's doing.
She was outright about it. She's like basically not naming names because they're not paying me money. So in this case, it says, I release my own shame about it. I use it being the weight loss drug, as I feel I need it as a tool to manage not yo-yoing, she says, opting not to name the specific drug she takes.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing. That's smart business. Over here, we just throw out the names like it's nothing. Like they're all paying us, like they're fattening our pockets.
But down to be endorsed. Let's go, Ozempic.
Yeah. We'll take all the monies from Ozempic or anybody else, and anybody who wants to do this stuff should
She
go
still
for
thinks
the
she's going to
gold.
get Ozempic before me?
Maybe we both do Ozempic. Okay.
E-Fresh Rock says, maybe you should think about cheating, Sean. How dare you, sir? I'm working on myself, I'll have you know, okay? I'm down to 189 pounds, and I got about maybe 14 more to go, and
What
I'll
are you
be
supposed to weigh at your
good.
height?
You know what? I
Let me
hate
look
looking
it
it
up.
up. It's insane. Whenever you look it
5'10",
up,
right?
no, I'm not 5'10", 6 foot tall, and look up the suspected or average weight or whatever the suggested weight for that height.
Suspected weight.
Yeah, suspected weight is much higher for me.
This is ridiculous.
I know, it makes no sense. Whenever I see the suggested weight, like the healthy weight for 6 feet tall, I go, get out of here. It's ridiculous.
So verywellfit.com is the first answer here, and it says
I trust it.
156.5 pounds.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I would be a stick at 156 pounds. I just need to lose this fat in my face. I hold all my weight in my neck, and I need to slim that down a little bit more and just drop off a couple pounds here and there, and I'll be good.
According to this, I'm supposed to drop off a bunch too. So
it's not
Here we
right.
go.
It's not right. And I don't buy this whole thing where people are like, you can be fit and fat, and everybody could be 300 pounds and you're perfectly fit. All that's nonsense. But when you look at what you're supposed to weigh, that's nonsense too. There's no way in hell that you're supposed to weigh that little. If I was that little, I would be sickly looking, I think. Angel says on YouTube, it isn't cheating, it's a tool, but people still have to put in the work. Well, tools are cheating, right? That's what a tool is. A tool is cheating. If you want to get the wheels off your car, you got to cheat and use the tool to get the wheels off your car. Every tool is a way to make things easier for you.
Okay, but can you take off a wheel from a car without those tools?
You got to have real strong fingers.
Like a
you
good grip, yeah.
Yeah, you got to get a gorilla grip. Got to get in there and really twist those
It'd
things.
be like, jumping through hurdles. They get that kind of strength.
Equally as tough. All right, when we come back, we're going to get to you. Your dispatch is rolling us along on a Thursday. And a man sneezed, and then something unbelievable happened.
Bless you.
What was it? It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show. Crabby, dangerous, sarcastic, and sometimes awkward. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Multiple vehicle crash on I-4 eastbound right around Lake Mary Boulevard. 2 right lanes and shoulder blocked. Crash on Alafaya Trail northbound at East Colonial Drive. Earlier vehicle fire has been extinguished, still causing a slowdown on Silver Star Road east of Pine Hills Road. And a minor crash with some possible lane blockage on State Road 436 at State Road 50. See traffic troubles? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Whatever hoagie you prefer, Wawa hoagies are made just for you. Now you can get your favorite classic hoagie just the way you like for only $6. $6 for your favorite classic hoagie. Gotta have a Wawa.
Real Radio wants to send you to space. Or at least as far as the Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex to experience holidays in space. All you have to do is use the Real Radio Talkback feature on our free iHeartRadio app. Maybe tell us how you plan to escape the holiday stress this season. It doesn't matter what you send, all talkbacks will be entered for the prize. One winner will be randomly drawn each weekday so you can experience holidays in space at the Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex. Use the Real Radio Talkback on the iHeartRadio app right now and talk back to space for your chance to win. Head to realradio.fm/contest for another chance to enter.
Orlando's best comedy room is safely open. The Orlando Improv welcomes Arnez J., one of the hottest, most talked about comedic artists in the game, on December 15th and 16th. Tickets and showtimes online at theimprovorlando.com. Above all, come for the comedy. We could all use a laugh. The Improv is hiring for all evening positions: line cook, cocktail servers and waitstaff, food runners, dishwashers. We cater to top talent and the best locals in the Central Florida area. Please call us at 407-480-5233 or email for open interviews.
Hey, Florida drivers, the holiday season is upon us. When celebrating, always plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Besides, a DUI could cost you $10,000. Not exactly the best gift you could give yourself. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Brace yourself for the ultimate holiday deal with Consumer Cellular. Snag an incredible 50% off the Iris Flip when you buy before December 17th, making it only $34.50. The Iris Flip is all the phone and camera you need with a user-friendly design, the perfect flip phone companion. Plus, you'll get nationwide coverage and always free activation. Score 50% off when you use promo code RADIO50. Head over to consumercellular.com and use promo code RADIO50 during checkout to score this deal.
Unleash your creativity with the brand new Hype app. That's HYPH. Hype empowers you to create music effortlessly, sharing your songs with friends on social media. Create your song with a few swipes. You'll never believe how easy and fun it is to make music. Listen to Johnny's House weekday mornings on XL for your Hype to air on the radio. The best Hype wins $5,000. Download the new Hype app now at XL1067.com or go to Instagram at XL1067.
Sick of paying $100 for groceries and getting nothing but eggs, orange juice, and a paper bag? Then download the Drop app. Drop lets you earn points with your everyday shopping and redeem them for gift cards. Want a free dinner with those groceries? Drop it. How about daily lattes? Drop it. So download Drop today and get $5 just for signing up. Use invite code GetDrop777. That's invite code GetDrop777.
Thousands of stores across the country are pulling brand-name cold and allergy products off the shelves. Why? Because an FDA advisory panel recently determined that a drug they contain, oral phenylephrine, is ineffective as a nasal decongestant. Navage offers a drug-free solution that's fast and highly effective at relieving nasal congestion caused by colds and allergies. Navage uses suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril to help suck out allergens, mucus, and germs. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Don't waste your time or money on products that are ineffective. Trust drug-free Navage for fast relief to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
You earned it. Get it early. With a Fairwinds checking account, you can get your direct deposit up to 2 days in advance. No more waiting for payday. And we make it easy for you to send and receive money from friends and family. Open a checking account today at Fairwinds Credit Union and reach your financial goals. Fairwinds is federally insured by the NCUA.
The free iHeartRadio app is your home for the holidays. Open the app and click on the holiday banner or search iHeart Holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7 plus stations playing all kinds of holiday music, Christmas classics, Christmas jazz, country, R&B, tons of playlists, even podcasts. Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Join the millions of listeners on the iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
The best certified pre-owned selection with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Sutherland Nissan Orlando has it.
Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row. It's
Potato brains today. Failing to understand my very, very simple outline of how Ozempic is cheating, all right? Using the weight loss drug Ozempic is cheating, but it's fine. It's okay to cheat. There's nothing wrong with using shortcuts in life. If we've figured out a shortcut as humans, we should use it. Somebody said, so is a hammer cheating? Yes, a hammer is cheating. Your goal is to put a nail into a board, and you can't do it with your hand unless you really want to hurt yourself.
That's not cheating, man.
You take a cheat, which is you make a tool into a hammer, and then you utilize the force of the hammer to knock the nail into the wood.
That's a real stretch. I mean, so cars are cheating?
Yes, yeah. I mean, look, you're viewing cheating as a bad thing, as a nefarious way to gain an advantage in a competition. I'm viewing a cheat like a cheat code, like that's probably got a negative connotation, but a way to do something that makes it easier. It's a shortcut. It's a cheat. It's a pro tip kind of thing, and all of that works. Let's go over to you in just a bit here with your dispatches. We can only do that because you listen and you send us those dispatches. Don't worry about hanging out on the phones. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. Big Doug Millionaire on Twitch says wearing clothes is cheating. Of course it is. You're cheating your way away from the sunburn and damage you could be getting. That's why we as humans came up with all these great cheats. Shoes, socks, underwear, clothes, all of the things, even showers, all these great things that we use to make life a little bit easier.
See, that makes me feel better about not showering this morning.
Oh,
because I
really?
didn't cheat. Yeah, I didn't cheat at all.
Well, cheating is not bad. Well, God.
Mm-hmm.
Don't utilize this in your relationships. People must understand that a word can have various definitions. A cheat can mean that you surreptitiously gained victory in a challenge. It can mean that you were unfaithful to your partner in a relationship. Those are bad cheats. Other cheats are good cheats, making life easier for you.
Like using a hammer.
Using a hammer is a cheat to get the nail into the board. It's an effective measure you could take to make things easier. Okay, I want to get to those dispatches in a second. Real quick, I got another one of these HOA stories. This time it's out of Vail, Colorado.
Yeehaw.
There's a 1-bedroom condo for sale for $1.78 million. And one thing you should know about this is I guess it's really close to the mountain where people go skiing. So that factors in a little bit. But this $1.78 million house, 962 square feet, even if you paid the whole thing off, monthly HOA fee of $4,320 if you own the house.
Over my dead, cold body.
You own that. And look, inside this place is like, really? This is $1.9 million I'm looking at here?
Yeah, but you can see the slopes, man.
It's like a one love seat and a tiny little kitchen and just an old looking place. Location, I guess. And this one is in a good spot.
A 1-2, man. 51 grand a year for a 1-2. Oh, what are we looking at now?
Somebody sent in a photo dispatch for us.
What the hell is that?
This is the idea that Sabrina always talks about for a shirt where it's tomatoes watching a tomato perform on stage and throwing humans at them instead of humans throwing tomatoes at humans.
Who made that?
They had AI do it for them. And there's like
Please
people
send
on the
that to me.
stage. It's in this a bit of dispatches.
There's still an audio trademark. Thank you very much, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. It came out really well. This tomatoes throwing people at tomatoes on stage. Okay, this is a danger, friends, so I want to let you know about it. There was a man in the United Kingdom, perfectly healthy otherwise. He's in his 30s, and he's got a sneeze coming. Now, when the two of you, Sabrina and Celine, when you feel a sneeze coming on, do you ever try to suppress it? What's your mode of operation when the sneeze is
trying to suppress it is supposed to be bad for you.
Yeah, your eyes pop out or something. Okay. I don't often suppress my sneezes either.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually tried to do the whole hold your nose thing. I never got why people didn't want to sneeze. I love sneezing. Sneezing feels great.
Isn't it like an eighth of an orgasm or something like that?
Maybe.
Not for me.
No, it's a full orgasm for Sean.
Whenever I have to sneeze, I don't know what it is, but I do try to hold it in. I squeeze my nose and turn my body inward, and I try to stop the sneeze, because I guess I'm just used to that. Maybe my dad didn't like it at our house or something. I don't know what it was. Something in me makes me want to stop that sneeze from happening. And I sneeze with power behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, real.
My dad would have no leg to stand on if he tried to suppress the way that I sneeze, because he's got one of those jarring, loud old man sneezes where
louder than yours?
Like your whole body does it. Yeah, loud. He's just like.
Do you think, and I'm not coming at Beeline by any means, because he could do whatever he wants, that sweet man, but people who sneeze like that, do you think they're doing it on purpose?
No.
Is it
I
really
don't-
necessary?
No, and it must be like a heritable thing, because C-Lane sneezes really loud too. He's got a loud sneeze.
Yeah, but I don't always vocalize it. Sometimes I can really just do the air. Is that making sense?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. But I think I can tell that you enjoy it, because you're just like, all right, I'm going to let this son of a bitch run through my body right now. And oh, yeah! It's just explosive.
Christopher. C-Lane.
It's just explosive. And now I want to tell you about this guy in the UK, all right? In his 30s, as I said, in good shape. And he tried to hold in his sneeze, a la the move that I do. And in doing so... Oh, yeah!
Please send that to me. Thank you.
In doing so, he tore open his windpipe.
Oh, my God.
He held both his nose and his mouth closed while he was sneezing. This is the first documented instance of such an injury. He had to spend some time in the hospital and finally made a speedy recovery.
Oof, that sounds painful.
I can't even imagine. It says, according to the report, the man had a history of hay fever. While driving one day, he felt a sneezing episode coming on.
Hay fever.
You know
How
what?
you doing?
I definitely do this in his position. Have you ever been driving down the road and you got the sneeze is coming and you go, oh,
yeah, and you got a turn coming up, or you don't know if everyone's going to slam on their brakes, but it's if I blink right now, this could cause a major accident.
Oh, the other day I did it on the way to work in the express lane.
You crazy.
There's no way in hell that hasn't caused an accident at some point in time, right?
How do you prove it?
It just has to have happened that somebody had a sneeze, your eyes close, everything goes wobbly for a second or two, and you plow into another car.
Wait, you go wobbly every time you sneeze, Sean?
Your vision kind of goes out a little bit.
That's not good. You absolutely need to address that next doctor appointment.
Wait, hold on. You close your eyes when you sneeze, right?
I close my eyes, sure, but I, open them back up and I'm not dizzy.
When I close my eyes and I sneeze really hard, it's sort of it's like a second afterwards. I'm like,
That's alarming.
And I shake my head back and forth. My brain hits my skull, and it's like rebooting me. I'm back in shape.
I wonder if there are accidents that have been caused by a sneeze, but they were so bad that the person had some memory loss and they forgot they sneezed.
It could be. Is this a movie plot or something?
No.
All right. You're just actually wondering about
more
this.
just like a stoner thought, I guess. I don't know.
Well, driving one day, he felt a sneezing episode coming up and decided to pinch his nose and close his mouth to stifle them. Immediately after, he began to experience severe neck pain, which prompted a trip to a local emergency room. Once at the ER, he was found to have a swollen and stiff neck. They did a CT and MRI scan, and they found out he ripped his windpipe wide open because he tried to hold in that sneeze.
So every time he sneezes moving forward, he has to be very careful, I imagine, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's in a spot where they go, don't stop it at all. And then I can't bring myself to do the thing that they recommend you do, where they say, when you're supposed to sneeze, you got to put your head into your elbow, kind of. And then sneeze like that. I don't do that.
I go right into the shirt sometimes.
You just sneeze down your shirt?
I mean, I'm not going to do it into my hands, and then what? Everyone sees you wiping it on your
Isn't that
pants?
better than all over your body, though?
I like to find the closest stranger's face.
That makes
just
sense.
right in it. You sneeze down your shirt?
I mean, I would, not every single time. Hopefully I have a tissue or something like that.
That's weirder than what I do. That's weirder than me. The blurry eyes after the sneeze.
Okay, if that makes you feel better, I'm saying I think that you should talk to a doctor about it or before you pass out next time you sneeze. But
Well, I got a list going. I'll add it to the list for the doctor's questions.
What's the thing that you hope you have, Sabrina?
I'm sorry?
That you would wipe with.
Tissue.
Tissue?
Yeah, I was trying to be cute about it. Kleenex, bro.
That's a brand name. We're not saying brand names around here unless we get paid. We got to follow Oprah's lead on this one.
We're hashtag going full Oprah.
True. All right, let's go over to you. Let's see what you got going on. And
I'm
got some
playing the part of
dispatches
Fat Oprah.
piling up. Like I think we got like a little baby, or no. What's the big bear, little bear, middle bear thing? Is that what we got going on here?
Goldilocks.
We got the three bears going on here. Here is Ryan 51 with the dispatch.
Oh my God, I hold my sneezes and I'm never doing it again in my life. That sounds horrible. Oh.
All right. Good. Glad you learned a lesson. One more. Here is Barista Brittany. It says validation.
Hey guys, I hope you're all having a good day.
You too.
I just want to let you know that I feel validated because I have always thought that me sneezing while driving was just such an irrational fear that there's no reason to be scared of it. But I'm so terrified to sneeze when I drive because I'm terrified that everyone will slam on the brakes in front of me. Like Sabrina said, thank you for validating my feelings.
There you go.
I feel like a crazy person when I tell people that. They're like, why would you be scared of that? You're weird. No, I'm not weird.
You need new friends.
Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy your vacation break. And happy birthday to everybody that has a birthday during the break.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Thanks. Bye.
Appreciate you. Go for the Oats on Twitch says, Sabrina, I also sneeze down my shirt, depending on how close I am to other people. Alicia says,
Pretty sure that's the same person.
Oh, it is. You're right. I've sneezed down my shirt several times, Alicia says. I didn't think that was strange. Sam says, I also sneeze down my shirt occasionally, but sneezing in traffic is here. You're getting snot all over your bodies. It's just like you're
same
sneezing.
with your hand, and you're going to go put your hands on other things?
No, I would sneeze in my hand, and then I would go wash my hands afterwards.
BS. BS.
I never use a tissue. Never, ever, ever use a tissue. I use a paper towel.
You sneeze right now. You're going to go leave the show and wash your hands, or you're going to sit there while it dries, snot dries on your hands?
I'll be honest with you. I've sneezed during the show. I've turned off my mic and sneezed during the show, and I got the biggest chunk of snot in my hand. And I just put
nasty, dude.
I put it under the desk for the remainder of the segment, and then went and washed my hands afterwards. That's how I do it. Because otherwise, that would have been on my body.
Stick it under the desk like gum?
No,
it's still there too. Bet.
No, I held it out in my hand, and I went and washed my hands afterwards. Other people do this, right? Tell us if you do. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. Let's work in
It's very
one more.
one show left of you. Good prompt.
Here's Douglas with a dispatch.
Hey, News Junkies, about sneezing. If you feel a sneeze coming on, put your chin to your chest, and it'll be a quiet sneeze.
Really?
Put your head all the way back and look back, and it'll be a very loud sneeze.
Oh, I want to
Wiggle,
try
wiggle,
both.
pop, pop.
I'm going to try both of those out.
Well,
at some
luckily,
point.
you usually get a twofer. Whenever you got some sneezing coming on, usually there's not just one. It's got to be two.
Go big sneeze, little sneeze. And I feel like I could risk getting stuck, like that girl who was the rapid sneezer who couldn't stop sneezing. Remember that lady? She had to go to the doctors, and the doctors couldn't even fix her because she just kept sneezing. That's her sneezing, this girl. This poor thing.
Yeah, but her abs look incredible.
Can you imagine all that going into your shirt? It would just be building up, building up. All of a sudden, you have like a suit of snot just all over you.
Unlike your desk?
Stuck on you. No, it wasn't on my desk, guys. I said I put my hand under my desk, and it was in my hand, and then I held it in my hand.
You're just cradling it?
Yeah,
dude.
just
Cradling
holding
the
on to it.
boogers.
Yeah, and then I waited like a gentleman till the break, and then I walked out and I washed it all off and down the sink. I was trying to be responsible about things. When we come back, we must learn about something. There's a new kind of lice that has entered the chat, and didn't know this was a thing before today, but now I'm glad I do, and I'll try to stop doing it. When we come back, we'll learn what's happening with that, plus hear your dispatches. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
How else are you going to know what we're up to off the air? Find us and like us. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey everybody, good Thursday to you. Jamie King, Fox 35 Storm Center. Central Florida weather today, mixed skies. Looks like temps cool, low 70s. Windy out of the northeast at 20 to 25 with higher gusts. A passing shower chance at 20%. For tonight, partly cloudy, low 60s. Breezy northeast winds continued. Rain chance overnight, 20%. Our Friday, 10% chance of rain. Windy, 73 that high. And on Saturday and Sunday, Fox 35 storm alert days with high rain chances and very gusty winds. For Fox 35, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Take care.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Don't miss out on new deals every day during Lowe's 25 days of deals. Get a Werner 4-foot fiberglass stepladder. Was $59.98, now $29.98. Because Lowe's knows deals every day. Valid through 12/20 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Let me tell you about Mills Air, a company that you can count on. And they are a company that you can trust to not take advantage of you. They want you to be a Mills Air customer for life. And that's why they're honest with you. They're going to come over and look at your air conditioner no matter what kind it is. And their techs, which are the best in the business, they're super, super good. I had Mo from Mills Air come over to the studio. It wasn't working in here, the AC, and it was hot. And he tore the thing from top to bottom and explained to me everything that was going on, fixed it. It works perfectly now. That was years ago, and it still works absolutely perfectly. And they are the best over there. You can also sign up for preventative maintenance, which saves you money and can detect an upcoming breakdown. You could give them a call at any time, 407-277-1159. They are a Carrier factory authorized dealer, giving you huge rebates toward a brand new Carrier unit. You could always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you could always turn to Mills Air. Check them out at millsair.com.
During the Wrap Up the Year sales event at your Ram dealer, get up to 15% below MSRP on select 2023 Ram 1500, 2500, and 3500 models. 10 or 15% below MSRP depending on model. 10% below MSRP eligible trucks include Ram 1500 excluding TRX, Ram 2500, and 3500. 15% below MSRP eligible trucks include Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab, Laramie Crew Cab, and Ram 1500 Classic. Not compatible with lease offers or with any other consumer incentive offers. Residency restrictions apply. Take retail delivery from dealer stock by 1/2.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because no two people sleep the same. Only the Sleep Number smart bed lets you each choose your individual firmness and comfort, your Sleep Number setting. The Climate 360 smart bed is so smart it actively cools or warms up to 13 degrees on either side for your ideal sleep temperature. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now save 40% on the Sleep Number Special Edition smart bed. For JD Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
Immerse yourself in premium nationwide coverage, contract-free plans, and always-free activation with Consumer Cellular, now at your local Target. While you're there, check out our newest phone, the Iris Flip. It's all the phone and camera you need, plus it features a user-friendly design, making it the perfect flip phone. From now to December 16th, you can score $10 off when you buy the Consumer Cellular Iris Flip at Target, making it only $39.99. Visit your nearest Target for the full scoop.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search iHeart Holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
HOA and condo board members, it pays to have fiber. Let Bluestream Fiber show you how fiber internet provides revenue for communities while saving up to 50% off retail rates. Visit bluestreamfiber.com/radio to find out more.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Radio.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's...
On the news, Junkie, it's going to be either Sabrina or C-Lane.
Hey.
In truth, it's a battle for second, honestly. It really is. But we're going to find out which one of you is smarter, which one of you has better deduction skills, all through this story that's in front of me. And we're going to get to your dispatches in just a moment. You can leave those at thenewsjunkie.com. I'm going to give you a phrase, and you have no Googling, by the way. No Googling on this. I want to see everybody's hands, all right?
What would it be called?
That's your middle fingers. That's not your hands. That's not what I was talking about.
What would it be called if we Googled it?
Cheating.
Oh,
no,
yeah. It's cheating. Okay.
I
still lost Fritz on the street. That's okay.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to give you the phrase, and you have to tell me what this means. You have to define what this is.
All right.
What is gate lice? All right. That's the phrase. Gate lice is a thing. That's in this story.
That's a phrase. It's not describing a new type of lice because that was a bit of the teaser earlier.
Not saying any more than it's a phrase that you might use, and you'll say gate lice.
Gate lice. I'm gonna go with pubic lice that you find only on females.
Nope, it is not female exclusive pubic lice, and in fact, I'm
I think
gonna
a
give you a
decent
clue.
guess though.
It's a terrible guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a clue.
Are we calling what I think we're calling a gate?
Yes, vaginas.
It's not lice like you think. All right, it's not lice like an actual bug kind of thing that's on the human body anywhere. It's a phrase that you use to talk about somebody else, like use it in a very loose sentence.
Okay,
all right.
Okay.
Oh God, can you believe those gate lice over there? What are they even thinking? That's the sentence that I'll give you. Any guesses as to what gate lice?
Sounds racist.
Yeah, it does sound racist.
It sounds racist.
It's not, I assure you. It's not a racist thing.
Gate lice. I mean, I feel like it's related to gatekeeping.
Oh, no. Something you did recently could have led you to be called a gate lice. What did you just do?
I went out of town. I was
where
flying.
are their gates? Where are their gates?
At the airport.
At the airport. So these are people that linger around the gates.
That's right. You're the smartest on the show after me.
Bitch.
Because me, you, and then C-Lane at the very tail end of things.
Sorry, C-Lane.
Why do gate lice line up early for a flight? Psychologists explain is this story in the Washington Post. And I've never understood these people. Now, let me set down some introductory stuff here. I want to say I am a person who is always on time. I am a person who actually gets to places early because I'm trying to be on time so hard.
Nerd.
I believe people's time is valuable, and I am all about being punctual, right? That said, I am not somebody who is going to just sit there at the gate just waiting for them to call your number or whatever like be 25 through 50, go line up at the gates. I'm never, ever going to do that. That's a weird thing. I don't understand how that gets you anywhere any faster, right? It's not like something that gets you on the plane faster.
And those same people are the ones that stand up immediately as soon as the seatbelt sign has been turned off.
Right, yeah. They're trying to do everything in a much more efficient and quicker way, but it doesn't do anything. Like, sit down in your seat, be comfortable, kick your feet up, read a magazine.
Annoying.
Look at the news on your phone. Do something fun. You people who are waiters, all right, that's what you are. And I'm not talking about waiters at restaurants, unless that get out there and the waiters start hating me. I'm talking about people who waiters who want to just go wait in a line, wait at the airport. There's a woman in the news this week. She's a waiter as well.
Okay, but not everybody is alcoholics like we are. It's not like, we see the gate. I do that thing that's a meme now, where I walk up to the gate and I have laid eyes on the gate. I'm like, okay, now that I've seen the gate, let's go to the bar.
Now it's time to binge drink.
But you don't have to be a drinker. I mean, you could just sit there and enjoy a snack, or just
you could do that at the gate.
News. You could have your headphones in and listen to like a podcast or something. But standing up, no. When I say gate lice, I don't just mean people who are sitting in the seats at the gate, C-Lane.
Okay.
I mean the people who stand up. They stand up at the line ready to go into the plane, and they're waiting there before anybody's even called.
I am the
they're
complete
just hovering.
opposite.
Same. I don't want to waste my time there.
I'm waiting until the second to last person is in there. I cut it a little bit close this last trip. Because I was like, I'll be right back. I have plenty of time.
Oh, no. You almost missed your flight?
I mean, not missed it. I was just like, I was the last person to get on the plane.
I don't mind being one of the last people on the plane. It drives Ashley nuts. She gets anxiety when I'm like, I got to pee one more time. But I also, you're right. I won't stand around. In fact, I'll wait even longer to download some more episodes of something to my iPad in case there's no Wi-Fi.
I don't understand the point. The only reason I get on any earlier than last is because we fly Southwest most of the time, and I want to make sure I get a seat next to Courtney. One time I didn't get a seat next to Courtney, and she was upset about that. It's the best flight of my life, but she did not like that we were sitting. No, it wasn't. I hate not sitting next to the person you're with. It's weird. I had a flight to Vegas. I went with somebody from iHeart. It's a 5-hour flight, for God's sakes, and we didn't sit anywhere near each other. And so just the whole time, there was these two old ladies next to me talking about old lady stuff. Oh, my God, it was rough. This woman in the news, though, she's a waiter. She waited. We were talking about this Cosmix, C-O-S, capital M-C, and it's the
McDonald's place.
It's the McDonald's spinoff that everybody's been excited about for some reason. And it's a small format beverage-led concept is what they call it. So it's mostly coffees to go after Starbucks, but there's some food for you to eat. And this dumbass woman waited in line when it opened for 5 hours to get her food at this Cosmix restaurant.
5 hours? God, you have nothing else going on?
I guess not. She had nothing better to do with 5 hours than to sit in line at this McDonald's spinoff, Cosmix, to be one of the first to eat there.
Now tell me we have this story because she complained.
No, she said the food was delicious.
Oh,
the
okay,
wait was well worth it. Not only for the delicious food, because there was so much anticipation around the new concept. I love seeing the employees decked out in Cosmix colors, and everybody with whom I interacted seemed happy to share the menu items. And I don't know if she is, she posted a review on Facebook, but if you're like a YouTuber, I get it. I understand why you might do that.
Sure.
What is that face that you're making?
I just don't. The camera hasn't been switched yet, so I don't know. I feel like I'm flirting with everybody.
I do that too. When the camera just lingers on me for too long. If you're a YouTuber and you're going to make a video and you're going to make some money off of it, wait. But if you're just waiting for 5 hours in line, for what?
I just want to try the food.
You got to have something better going on. Don't be a waiter. Don't be a gate lice. Don't be these people. Be somebody who's busy.
Eater Chicago says Cosmix is a boba cafe in clown's clothing.
Oh, really? It's like boba tea? Is that what they have?
I mean, you said it was beverage driven, and I think that's kind of what they were going for. Like some of the stuff they have on this article, they have a chai frappe burst, which looks like it's got some boba at the bottom, a turmeric spice latte, a sour cherry energy burst.
Room temperature take here.
So snooty.
Room temperature take. Boba's stupid. Boba is stupid.
It's I've had it one time. I was like, cool, experience.
It's
I don't
fine.
crave it. I think that it's either you love it, you're obsessed with it, you need one every day, or you never have it.
It's kind of a violation, too. Like when you take a big sip and it's like, just all
Ball
of a
to the
sudden,
back of the throat?
You've got 5 ball bearings in your mouth now. And you why am I doing this again? Boba is, I don't understand the need for that. Like, I love a delicious drink. I'm not down for that, but I don't need the little balls floating around in it. Maybe that's your thing. Okay, let's go over to you. Here is Fish Killer with a dispatch.
Sabrina, I think you're doing it right. Sneezing in your shirt, there's no problem with that.
Thank you.
It keeps
It's my
everybody
body, my
around you
choice.
from breathing in whatever you're sneezing out.
For now.
However, Sean, if you're sneezing and blowing snot all over the place, every time you sneeze, man, you got an issue.
What is wrong with you people? How could you look at this from any sort of fair, unbiased perspective? You have person A. Person A has a massive sneeze coming. Person A, and I'm not saying that person is Sabrina, person A has a huge sneeze coming. And they pull open their shirt.
Or
and
asshole.
They sneeze down their shirt. Whatever comes out of their nose is now down their shirt. Person B, and I'm not saying that person's me, but it definitely is, has a big sneeze coming. And they put their hand over their nose and they sneeze.
You don't sneeze like that covering your whole...
I put my hand up like this. I can't tell you unless I actually
curl
sneeze.
your hands.
I think so. I go like this. Like put it over like this over
And
my
then
face.
see... Now,
Look like you got a Bane cage over your nose.
Yeah, that's all you're doing.
I got a sneeze coming up. You do that, Sean, and now it's all over your hands, and you go and you look like a weirdo, just clenching your fists until you can make it to a bathroom, or you'll naturally wipe it all over your body. By making that sneeze noise, people have already looked at you, so they're going to see you wipe that snot on you. And
I'm
then,
going to take it and go into the bathroom if there's a bunch of snot on me.
there's not a bathroom available.
There's not a bathroom available. I'll use like the sanitizer spray.
Oh,
I almost
because you
always
have that
one.
on you?
I don't, but Courtney does, and she's generally with me.
Furthermore, you just had this grip that most people just have kind of a flat hand when blocking a sneeze with their hand. But
show me how you do it. How do you actually do it?
I'll lift my shirt. At you.
You don't put your hand over it at all.
No, I go right into my shirt because that blocks off anything, the plume that would happen. You just proved that you're
I see what's
sneezing.
happening.
You have sneeze going over everyone.
No, I see what's happening here. We're having two different discussions. One is you suggesting that what you're doing is more polite in company, which is true.
And hygienic.
Because you're blocking. Oh, I don't think it's more hygienic. You get snot all over your boobs.
Over me. It's my boobs, my sneeze, my shirt versus
for everybody else. Yes, we're in full agreement. I totally agree. It's the nicest way you could do it for everybody else. But for you, I mean, all I'm doing is sneezing into my hand, and then I'm going to wash it off afterwards, so I don't have all the snot all over me. Here's another problem here. I don't think you sneeze like I do. There's like honking stuff coming out sometimes.
That's so gross. I do, but it's mostly in the mornings. Got to be honest.
It's how my body operates. Stuff comes out of it. I got allergies real bad, so I don't want that.
Tell me more
all
about your
over me.
body.
You want me to know which part do you want to know more about?
Good.
I can tell you all about it.
Good.
Whoa.
All right, let's go over to Sean Seaman with a dispatch.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
I'm with you, Sean. I have had times where I've had like snot just like in my hand, and I'm just trying to figure out what to do with it. You know, just walk up to a kid and wipe it on them. Those things are filled with snot anyways.
Yeah, I don't want to gross everybody out, but I have these problems quite a bit. I actually had a surprise sneeze at the airport in New Orleans last time we got there. And I'm walking along, I'm rolling my luggage, and Courtney's in front of me, and I sneeze, and I knew something came out. Something big came out.
Onto Courtney?
No, onto me, and I couldn't find it.
Oh, that's the worst.
So gross.
And
it's like,
Courtney goes,
something about Mary, but with snot.
Exactly. And I go, I know it's somewhere, Courtney. I know it's. And she's like, oh my God. She's basically dry heaving. Like it's right there on your shirt.
I mean, you've also done this live on the air and the stream.
Uh-huh.
Something came out, and then you showed it to the camera up close.
That was different, though.
I'm sorry?
That was different. That was like one of those white things that comes out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like if you
so grossed out right now.
Well, I'm just telling you the truth. It's the reality of human bodies. Everybody does this. Okay, it's a normal thing, I think. I'm going to go to another dispatch. We have to get away from the sneezing thing. Okay, here's Gel with the dispatch.
News Junkie.
Hey.
Congratulations again on another great year.
Thank you.
But just on the topic of sneezing, my wife does not like to cover her mouth or her nose when she's sneezing in the car while driving. So, every now and then I would get in the car, drive her car, and all I can see is spots of like snot or whatever it is that comes out of her nose, mouth.
You did this.
On the steering wheel, on
You
the side
started
of the
this
door.
with, we got to get away
It's
from
just nasty.
sneezing.
I know, and here we are right back in it. His wife in the car is like LeBron James when he gets the stuff on his hands and, powders it up and it just all goes out into the world. What do you think? We want to hear from you, I think. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we return, AI is taking over the television. What's happening? Wait till you hear this. This is insane, and it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
This Christmas Eve at 8 p.m., a Real Radio Christmas Carol on repeat. Sponsored by Goldsmith Jewelry Shop. This holiday, shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Minor crash on I-4 westbound after the Longwood Lake Mary Rest area, mile marker 96, left shoulder block there. Road rage on the scene. Disabled vehicle in Osceola County, Florida Turnpike southbound after Canoe Creek. It's around mile marker 205, not causing any problems there. And the rest of the area looking pretty good right now. All the major arteries in both directions. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Brightline Trains. Ride brighter to Miami's best beaches and resorts with Brightline's new train service to South Florida. Enjoy spacious seats, free Wi-Fi, and hourly departures from Orlando with stops in West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, and more. Groups of 4 or more save 25%. Book now at GoBrightline.com.
Thousands of stores across the country are pulling brand-name cold and allergy products off the shelves. Why? Because an FDA advisory panel recently determined that a drug they contain, oral phenylephrine, is ineffective as a nasal decongestant. Navage offers a drug-free solution that's fast and highly effective at relieving nasal congestion caused by colds and allergies. Navage uses suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril to help suck out allergens, mucus, and germs. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Don't waste your time or money on products that are ineffective. Trust drug-free Navage for fast relief to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
It's the holidays, which means buyers beware. We're here talking with Colleen Tressler, a consumer education specialist with the FTC's Division of Consumer and Business Education. Colleen, what can you tell us about the buy now, pay later plans?
Many stores and online retailers give you the option to buy now, pay later. You often see this at checkout, both in a store or online. If you choose this option, you'll pay some part of the purchase price to the company that offers the plan. These plans usually offer fewer protections than using your credit card. Even if you pay your BNPL charges with a credit card, the credit card protections to, say, dispute a charge don't extend to the purchase. And if you use your credit card to pay off the plan, you might end up paying interest to your credit card issuer anyway.
A great tip for the holidays. Thank you, Colleen. If you'd like more information, you can easily find it. Just head out to consumer.ftc.gov today.
Sure, any 2 slices of bread with something in the middle makes a sandwich. But what makes a Wawa hoagie a hoagie? Is it the roll, perfectly crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside? The deli meats and cheeses, premium quality piled high? The fresh, crisp veggies, sauces, aioli, spices, oil, and vinegar? Or is it getting it made fresh just the way you like?
Yeah, it's all of that.
Now you can get your favorite classic hoagie just the way you like for only $6. Gotta have a Wawa. This season calls for giving more than just a cup of cheer. It calls for
Wawa's Frosted Sugar Cookie Iced Coffee? Sweet.
A peppermint cookies and cream smoothie? So smooth.
Guys, we might have gotten you the same thing.
Oh, good. That's what I wanted anyway.
Give joy this season with Wawa's handcrafted holiday beverages. Happy sippings. Gotta have a Wawa.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest here. It is the holiday season, and it's time to indulge a little bit, but don't let indulging keep you from feeling your best. I have been drinking Health Aid Kombucha daily, and I have to tell you, it really is a game changer. It's easy to work into your routine. Health Aid Kombucha tastes amazing. Makes me feel less bloated. I mean, that's the effect it has on me. My favorite flavor is right now Strawberry Glow. And the best part, you can find Health Aid Kombucha at Whole Foods, Target, and Walmart, or at health-aid.com.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
Immerse yourself in premium nationwide coverage, contract-free plans, and always-free activation with Consumer Cellular, now at your local Target. While you're there, check out our newest phone, the Iris Flip. It's all the phone and camera you need, plus it features a user-friendly design, making it the perfect flip phone. From now to December 16th, you can score $10 off when you buy the Consumer Cellular Iris Flip at Target, making it only $39.99. Visit your nearest Target for the full scoop.
Most Valuable Promotions presents Jake Paul versus Andre August. International superstar Jake Paul returns to the boxing ring at Caribe Royale on Friday, December 15th. The world will be watching as Jake Paul continues his path to becoming a world champion and takes on 10-1 pro boxer Andre August, who has 5 KOs. The night also features Shadeja Green, who will take on Franchon Cruz Dezern for a WBC world title. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Legal in Florida. It's safe, it's legal. We'll repeat that it is legal. Top rated sportsbook and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
No payments for 3 months with approved credit? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyounitus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Documenting and contributing to the decline in American culture.
It's a dispatch, please. Just introduce yourself. It's the least you could do. Go to thenewsjunkie.com to record that right now. When I woke up, I saw a story, and it got my mind spinning in a weird direction. So I just want to ask you guys a weird question, if you don't mind.
Hey, go for it.
I saw, Sabrina, that, you know who Haley Williams is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Paramore.
She's from Paramore. That's right. Haley Williams is the lead singer of Paramore. And I saw that she was on with Fallon or whoever, right? She did an interview. She's making the rounds and doing some interviews for press for something. And I see Haley Williams on there, and I go, oh, man, I remember the most unfortunate thing that happened to her.
Right.
And
the nudes leaking, right?
Yeah, and her nude leak was a very weird one, if you don't know. So Haley Williams posted a photo, I believe on Twitter or somewhere. And when she put the photo out there, somebody was able to zoom out on it somehow. Like there was more information in the photo. The version that she posted online just showed her head, but the person was able to put it in some software and zoom out in the photo, and you could see she was topless.
And she posted that picture. That's weird.
She posted
I didn't
the
know
picture.
about this.
I didn't either. I didn't know you could do this, but she posted the cropped version of the picture where it was just her head, and then somebody's like zoomed out, and then she's topless in the photograph, and this topless photo of her starts trending, goes around over the place.
This sounds like a problem with the platform that she posted the photo on.
Mm-hmm.
Because depending on the app, if you were using Instagram, Instagram, I think you had a little bit of cropping you could do. Were they posting the whole picture and then just cropping that? Or I know that Instagram used to post a lot of like EXIF data, like location-based data and stuff like that.
Sure.
And maybe you couldn't see that necessarily on the Instagram app, but there were websites you could go to look up Instagram pictures and see exactly where they were taken.
Right. Yeah, you could get a lot of information off the data behind the photograph itself. I don't know how they did this, speaking in a technological sense, but somehow they were able to do it, and they zoomed out, and there she is topless in the photo. And as I was thinking about that, I was like, when you have a celebrity who didn't purposely release the photographs of them nude like that, or it came out in some hack or some leak or whatever, is it wrong for you to take a peek at that photograph? Is it wrong for you to look at that when it comes out? Because I remember when that photo came out, I looked at it. I was like, what's going on here? And I said, oh, my God. And
I printed it out, and I have it in a special drawer.
No, I didn't print it out. I just remember at the time going, what's happening? And I go, oh. And then I thought, I didn't even know that could happen to you.
She says it was somebody who hacked her phone and posted it on Twitter.
Is that what it says now? Because the original story I'd heard was that like she posted the photo and then somebody was able to like zoom out of it or something. So she's saying that the photo was posted on her Twitter by somebody who stole her phone.
Let's see. Paramore front woman. This is from 2010. Tried to keep a cool head despite a topless photo that leaked over the weekend. A shirtless picture the 21-year-old took of herself was posted onto her hacked Twitter account last week. The pic, which was not posted by Williams, was quickly taken down. The image became an internet sensation.
Yeah, I remember that happening at the time. And that sucks, but if you look at it, and you, like, let's be honest, we've all seen a photo like this. We've all looked at something in some celebrity hack or whatever, and you take a peek at that, and then you scroll on with your life. And when I think about it, I'm like, if I was that person, I'd probably be pissed, and I'd probably feel super violated by it. But I don't know. I don't necessarily feel. I'm a curious person. When somebody tells me that's out there, I'm going to take a peek at some point. I think most people end up doing that.
And I think that, I agree with you, and I imagine that's probably what's registered in their head. Like the person who is the victim of this leak is like, I know everyone's going to look. Even the greatest of people who are kind-hearted are going to be curious.
Well, I know if it got out right now and they go, did you hear a nude photo of Sean leaked out online?
I don't know if that many people would be.
How rude.
I'm just being honest with you. I think Haley Williams versus, Sean's nude body.
Oh, whoa. I'm not comparing me and her, but say somebody who listens to the show.
Right.
They're going to be like, they're going to want to find the photo and see the photo. And they're just so they're in the know. They want to know about this.
So sick. And the fact that we have all known each other for so long, I think I have a pretty good idea of what it would look like.
What? Wait, what?
It would be a mirror shot. You would be fully nude, but you'd be in the mirror and doing that like face you do for promo shots.
Why are you assuming that I took this photograph of me naked?
Oh, so you think that there's just like a naked photo shoot happening?
No, this could be professional for all you know. Like it could have been like
boudoir.
Yeah. Like I really lean into it and try to get something really sexy going.
Okay.
And if that leaked out there, you bet your ass, especially if it was that. It was like, oh my God, did you see Sean was doing a nude photo shoot for Courtney and the photographer leaked out the images online.
All 12 months. Because it's going to be a calendar, right?
Yeah, probably. Different poses for every month, different like outfits and stuff. Arnott says it's wrong, be a better person. Arnott, you are lying front to back if you say that if there was a photo of me or anybody else on the show naked that was making the rounds out there that leaked, that you wouldn't look for it, search for it, and take a peek.
You know what
100% would.
Web numbers would be if we put up the nudes?
Oh, my God. Yeah. They don't even complain about that anymore. I don't think they care about web numbers these days.
We have hot dogs in our hands.
Yeah. There's a lot of rules for what we can and can't post on the website. We might break some of those. We're going to get to you and your dispatches in just a moment here, but it's on the way. We must protect our friend Amy Caulfield from this crap. There is something called Channel One that's about to launch, and it is a fully AI news channel. This also could be coming for us before too long.
They're not totally, as funny. Come on.
Totally digitally created anchors. And let me see if I can bring up the video that they had of this, because it looked really convincing. At least I thought. Okay, here it is. Here's the video, and I'll play this for everybody so you can tell me if you think this is going to take over the news. You don't have to pay anybody big fat contracts for this. You just let the robo-journalists do the job.
Hello, and welcome to Channel One, a new way of consuming, reporting, and thinking about the news, powered by artificial intelligence.
What do you think about that?
I think that it is creepy. I immediately noticed the use of the same hand gesture over and over again.
Okay. All right. I didn't see that. So otherwise, visually, it looks like a real person, does it not? To me, it looks like a real person.
It does. Background's kind of weird. I mean, I could see if I'm like in passing, it's on my TV as I do stuff in the morning, that I would assume that's a human.
If I walked past that, I would also think it was a human. And the talking seems pretty good.
Presented by our team of AI-generated reporters.
Maybe you hear the word
this guy's
artificial intelligence and
Look at
you're
the hands,
immediately
man.
skeptical or concerned about
He is doing the same hand movement.
But everything you'll see on Channel One relies on trusted sources.
He's mixed it up a little bit there.
Uses AI to give you news the way you want it. Personalized, localized, and distilled.
So basically what they're saying is you would watch this channel, Channel One, and it would try to give everybody a personalized broadcast. Like you could even tune in and it would say, "Good morning, Sean. The weather is going to be nice today. It's going to be partly cloudy, maybe some storms in the afternoon. And also, here's some news stories that I thought you might be interested in hearing about." And they just totally would personalize all this to you. But I don't know. There's still something about it. You know what I want? The greatest journalism, the greatest moments on this show are the moments that you don't script, the moments that happen in real time, the moments where people are going on a ride with us. There's a million of them that I can think of, moments that we've had on this show. But one was when that reporter ended up shooting somebody on live TV, and then Sabrina found like his personal Facebook page, and he had posted the video, and like when all those kind of things are happening in real time, you can't fake that, you can't AI that, you can't put that kind of stuff into a show like this. That's what I want. MFQ says we want genuine human interaction, not fake. I think you're going to be able to see through this for at least a little while longer. And then they'll just program in cute banter between subjects, and then everybody's screwed. But they're going to launch this Channel One. It's coming to Crackle. I don't watch that. Tubi or Pluto as early as February of next year.
Crackle is still around.
Yeah, how is it? Is there anything on that?
I have no idea. Last time I heard about Crackle was when it was comedians in cars getting coffee, and that was like the only thing that I think maybe generated enough money for it to last at that point, but they even moved that show to a major streaming platform.
Yeah. And then it was around the same time they had Funny or Die. I don't know if that's even still around or...
That's with, I think it's on Max now.
Is it? Okay. There's so many of those services. It's very easy to lose track. And now you got AI news readers. Would you watch this? Let me know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. All right, let's go over to those and work in one or two real quick. Here is Tony Baloney with a dispatch.
I think it says a lot about Sean that he'd look up photos of dudes if he knew there were nudes out there of them.
Oh, gay or something.
Yeah.
Right?
You got me, sir. Yeah. You got me. Damn, man, I'm exposed in 4K right on the show right now.
We did both say that we would watch that handy video from Robert Kraft.
And I still would. I still would tune into that. And I think Tony Baloney would too. Here is Muff Mouth.
What's going down, junkies? I'd like to thank you very much for all the entertainment this year. And I can't believe that people are saying it's okay for Sabrina to be sneezing down the front of her shirt like that. I mean, you're going to need a wet wipe before you can do any motorboating.
I mean, it's a decent point.
What the hell? All right. We don't need to talk about sneezes anymore, folks. There's like 30 dispatches about sneezes here. I think we covered
I
that
didn't realize
base.
that was a hot topic. Usually it's like pit bulls and drugs, but
Yeah,
here
add
we
that
are.
to the pile. Add it to the pile when we get into the real controversial
Tomorrow, it's
stuff.
farts.
Everybody does it. Send us a dispatch about yours. Not your farts, not your sneezes, just your thoughts. Go to thenewsjunkie.com right now. On your phone, your laptop, anything with a microphone, it's easy to do. Don't be shy. We'll be nice. Come out of the woods and record your first dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com right now. When we return, speaking of AI, ChatGPT is depressed. It's a seasonal depression thing, I guess, and I didn't know this could happen, but here we are. Plus, there is a list now of the dumbest world records of 2023, so why not? Let's take a peek and see how stupid that got, and we'll hear from you, your dispatches. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
I-4 eastbound before 27 to about the Osceola Polk line. A little bit stiff right now, but other than that, everything else is looking good. 417 splitting off I-4 looks good northbound past 528 and 408. 528 to the Space Coast in good shape. Also checking out 436 and 434 right now through Altamont looking good. And 429 up to speed. See traffic troubles? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Check engine light, oh so bright? Drive into any Central Florida area Valvoline Instant Oil Change where our certified technicians are happy to help you get back on the road in no time. Stay in your car and no appointment needed. For money-saving coupons, go to VIOC.com.
Don't miss the boat, my friends. Compare your quote today with that mortgage guy, Don. That mortgage guy, Don, president of Happy Home Mortgage Brokerage and host of the Home Loans Radio Show, he is here for you and has been there for many a people. So much so that he has over 250 five-star Google reviews and 1,100 reviews at Experience.com. So it's very safe to say that Don knows what he's doing. And I can say with full confidence that he's looking out for you. He has your best interest in mind. And that's very important considering that chances are very high that you're leaving money on the table. So let that mortgage guy, Don, help you get the money off the table and back in your hands where it belongs. Get a free fast quote review at thatmortgageguyDon.com. Hit the compare button and Don will review your quote today. If you want to see a difference, go to the website, thatmortgageguyDon.com, and work with an expert and a friend that you can trust. Plain and simple. No spam, no hassle, just peace of mind.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Legal in Florida. It's safe, it's legal. We'll repeat that it is legal. Top rated sportsbook and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Extra cash? Coming right up. Happy Money is letting you in on a happier way to elevate your savings with an incredible certificate offered by Alliant Credit Union. Smart, bold, and straightforward. Alliant offers a 12-month certificate with 5.25 APY annual percentage yield with a low minimum deposit of $1,000. Funds are insured up to $250,000. Best of all, anyone can apply to join. Elevate your savings today. Visit happymoney.com/Alliant. That's ALLIANT. The APY is accurate as of the 11/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
Mills Air is looking for experienced service techs. Nate certified is a plus, but not required. We have been in business for over 30 years right here in Central Florida. Great pay and benefits. Sign-on bonus depending on experience. Apply at millsair.com.
Sure, any two slices of bread with something in the middle makes a sandwich. But what makes a Wawa hoagie a hoagie? Is it the roll, perfectly crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside? The deli meats and cheeses, premium quality piled high? The fresh, crisp veggies, sauces, aioli, spices, oil, and vinegar? Or is it getting it made fresh just the way you like?
Yeah, it's all of that.
Now you can get your favorite classic hoagie just the way you like for only $6. Gotta have a Wawa. Happy Free Coffee Tuesday season.
Oh, happy Free Coffee Tuesdays to you.
Tis the season for Wawa Rewards members to get any hot or handcrafted iced coffee for free every Tuesday, just for being you.
Oh, but I didn't get you anything.
Your presence is a present enough.
Really? I love it here.
Merry Free Coffee Tuesday season. Try our new holiday flavors like peppermint barked iced coffee or our hot holiday blend coffee. And sign up today for Wawa Rewards.
I like to cook on the Big Green Egg. Why? It's impressive and everything turns out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you got to go to Wassey's Meat Market and get a Big Green Egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories. They even have a classroom set up to teach you all the basic techniques on the Big Green Egg and advanced techniques. When you get the Big Green Egg from Wassey's Meat Market, there's a lifetime guarantee. So it's Wassey's Meat Market. Check them out on Instagram or just go to their website, wasseysmeatmarket.com in Melbourne on Wickham Road. It's wasseysmeatmarket.com.
Immerse yourself in premium nationwide coverage, contract-free plans, and always-free activation with Consumer Cellular, now at your local Target. While you're there, check out our newest phone, the Iris Flip. It's all the phone and camera you need, plus it features a user-friendly design, making it the perfect flip phone. From now to December 16th, you can score $10 off when you buy the Consumer Cellular Iris Flip at Target, making it only $39.99. Visit your nearest Target for the full scoop.
All year, you've sang, danced, and listened to your favorite artists in the free iHeartRadio app. Introducing iHeart Rewind 2023, presented by State Farm. A personalized experience featuring the music and podcasts that brought you joy in 2023 straight to your inbox. Plus, we're sharing what made your neighborhood move by highlighting the top artists, songs, and more in your home state. See the soundtrack to your neighborhood at iHeartRewind.com. Thanks for listening with iHeartRadio in 2023, and Happy New Year from us and our friends at State Farm.
No payments for 3 months with approved credit? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Real Radio 104.1.
Filling in the gaps between the New York
as we head into this, the penultimate show of 2023, as C-Lane likes to say, meaning tomorrow's our last live show of 2023, but we got all kinds of exciting stuff for you moving ahead.
Can't tell if you're making fun of me or not when you say that. You're like, C-Lane loves penultimate.
I think it's a fun word.
I think it's a fun word, but the problem is, when I say it on this show, all I think about is you're the one who uses it more, so I feel like I'm stealing your word.
Gotcha.
So that's why I'm tossing that out there. I wanted to get to a couple of things here, but one is Madonna just kicked off her North American tour, and you know how she's been looking real weird and like all these videos that she posts online, you go, what happened to Madonna?
Isn't she like bathing in milk, at one point?
Something like that. And then some of them are like, you wonder, did you know it was recording? But then she still posts it. Like, it's very up close to her face. She doesn't really say anything. And then it's on TikTok.
Like she had some bad work done or something. But she kicked off her North American tour last night. And I got to say, I don't know if there's somebody helping her out there, but she looked fantastic. She was on the stage. Look at this. This is Madonna with a guitar. I don't know if she's actually playing this guitar. But Madonna on this, she looks good, right? Like when I watch this, I go, that's pretty surprising.
And mind you,
go ahead.
Remember that she was supposed to kick this tour off a long time ago.
Yeah,
and she I think around the same time as Jamie Foxx, was rushed to the hospital and almost died.
Yeah, I think that they said she also was dealing with some, and this seems so foreign for us, some stage anxiety, and she said she was really nervous about it. But watching this clip of her, she looks like she's rocking it. She looks like she's doing good. She's just on the stage doing her thing. She played all of the hits and stuff. She looks great.
Where's the sound? Let's hear it.
No, I'm not going to play the sound. It'll get copyright hit, I think.
Oh, dang it.
Unfortunately for all of us.
But 11 and I might play the video. I got you.
She did all of those. And I saw another guy. Where was this tweet? There was somebody else who had gone to this show and was giving their review. And everybody seemed to have a good time. A lot of Madonna fans out there. That's good. This guy right here, Matthew Retterman, said, Madonna was utterly fabulous tonight, gushingly warm and relieved to be back in New York City. Grateful to be alive and performing, and doled out all the hits. Looked and sounded great, a dream. Also, I was closer to her than her underwear. Okay. I don't know if that means she wasn't wearing underwear.
She shows some...
It might have been. She's got a lot of very revealing outfits and very interesting ones that she wears out on this performance. But I don't know if that's going to do anywhere near the Taylor Swift monies, but she's out there too, and certainly a big name.
She plays 26 songs.
Does she really?
It was a big set.
That seems like a lot. I don't know. I mean, now I haven't been to one of those big shows like that in a while. I remember Garth Brooks played a lot, but Garth Brooks does that thing, and I think you guys like it and I don't, where in the middle of his set, he just starts taking like 1 million requests from the audience, and then he plays a little bit
from
of the
an
song.
entire stadium?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right, C-Lane? Where
Garth, he's been doing that. He has like a small part where he will like look for people who have signs that have requests on them, but he usually doesn't play the whole song.
Yeah, and it goes on for a while.
I don't.
It's his bit.
I don't feel like. I don't feel like it's as bad with Garth because he just does that for a little bit and then he goes on and he like plays mostly full songs. It's rappers that by and large, to cram a bunch of songs into one set, they do like chorus verse next song, chorus verse next song. When we saw Ludacris open for Janet Jackson, I believe the only full song he did was "What's Your Fantasy."
Everything else was like a mega mix kind of thing.
It was just when everyone was about to like get into that second verse or sing the chorus with him. He's like, well, DJ, they're not ready. They're not ready. We're going to spin into another 30-second song.
We were watching a movie last night, and believe it or not, the star of that movie was Mr. Ludacris himself.
Oh,
And,
Christopher Bridges.
About halfway through, Courtney goes, he looks like the Fast and Furious guy. And I said, he is the Fast and Furious guy. That's one of the same. That's Ludacris right there. And I loved it. It was like the cheesiest movie I've ever seen.
Now he looks like the guy on the State Farm commercials.
The new movie Ludacris is in that I watched is a Black Santa movie. So it's like all about like Santa Claus is black in it, and they have it's just like the classic movies, except I forgot who played Santa in it, but he was great. It was so cheesy. But you have to be ready for cheesy if you want a movie like that. Real quick, and this is up on See It Now on the newsjunkie.com, so you can see the visual. It says Brazilian gospel singer Pedro Henrique. Now, I'm not familiar with him, but you might be after today, because Pedro Henrique, this Brazilian gospel singer, just 30 years old, was playing on stage when things started to spin out a little bit. Everything looked normal here. He's performing, he's on the stage, lights are on him. Sounds good, right? He sounds like he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
Everything's normal right now. The gospel singer. Now keep an eye on him. Right here. And he collapses and falls on the ground. He died right there.
All right.
He died. He just collapsed in the middle of singing this gospel song and fell over in 1 second. 1 second. He went from like nailing a song, seeming like he was just the perfect, healthy person at 30 years old. He just falls backwards, dead.
Fatality. 30 years old, this guy.
30 years old. What
Have
the
they determined
hell?
what killed him?
Not in the story that I saw. You might see more about this.
His record label told Radio 93 that the singer suffered a massive heart attack.
Oh,
a massive heart attack at 30?
But with massive heart attacks, it will take you out like that. Isn't there like a moment where, hey, I feel something in my chest? I don't
in
feel
the
too
movies, it always is like that. I would have thought it would have been like that, but
Or
this
like
guy,
something in his left wrist or something?
he didn't have a moment where he grabbed his chest. He didn't have a moment where he like hit the ground. He just was singing one moment, and the next moment he was boom on the ground, and he died. Wow, just unbelievable.
Should that not be like an express pass to heaven? If you just drop dead in the middle of singing to God.
Or
You
God
would think
didn't like
so.
how it sounded, and
Yeah, it really could. It could go
It's a
either way.
slap in the face.
This happened the other day where some guy was saying, like, I pray to God that Israel is defeated, or it was like, it was on television, this guy. He's like saying something about Israel, praying to God that Israel is defeated, and he died in the middle of his speech. And you go, holy cow, what the hell is going on here? Nick says vaccines killed him. Comments are going to be full of that. Don't even have to check. I know absolutely, positively, the comments are going to be absolutely full of that. Somebody said, Nick did. Health has nothing to do with age. Well, of course it does, Nick. Don't be a dummy. Health has so much to do with age. The older you are, the much more likely you are to have health issues because your body wears down over time. So when we see somebody who is young, 30 years old, seemingly vibrant, it is much more shocking that that person just drops dead. However, younger people can have heart issues. You know, you can have like all this blockage going on, and that is freaky, man. That makes me uncomfortable. Brazilian singer, gospel singer even, Pedro Henrique, collapses and dies during a live performance at just 30 years old. That's up on See It Now over on the newsjunkie.com. If you want to take a peek at that. It's going to make ChatGPT even more depressed to hear this news, because now ChatGPT is dealing with some seasonal depression. This happens. During the winter months, it gets a little dark. You don't see the sun forever. The days are short. You're tired of the grind. It's a lot for anybody, even ChatGPT. Several users have expressed their concerns about the bot online, and experts have waded into some theories. They said they've noticed ChatGPT is becoming lazier. It has refused to do tasks, and when it does, provide simple results now. And they're working on updating the model, I guess. But they said it's actually like wearing down over time and getting more tired, like an actual person might do. Somehow that makes it even more creepy. Let's go to you. Let's work in a couple of dispatches before we hit the break and find out what's going on in the next episode. By the way, they released the dumbest list ever, this year's most bizarre Guinness World Records.
Oh.
And one of them, you could get up on this one, Sabrina. The loudest female burp. Didn't know that was a thing and didn't know there were categories, but it is a thing.
I mean, I had quite a belch yesterday in front of Fritz and his fiancee Darcy. Tell you that much.
112 decibels. I don't know if that's really impressive or not, but it must be.
I have a decibel meter. I'll try to break it for 2024. Let's go.
112.7 is what you're shooting for there. The most skips by a cat in 1 minute.
I'm sorry?
All right. They had a cat jumping rope, and it did it the most times in 1 minute. They keep these actual records. The longest distance full
We've
body.
already heard a record burp before, you remember?
Which one? Who was that?
That was a guy's record burp, a record-breaking.
Oh, was it really?
Guinness, yeah, I think it was like they did it on the radio or something.
Oh, that's the male version, and the female version is now set with Kimmy Cola is her name. The longest tongue on a living dog. They didn't measure the dead dog's tongue, I guess. That is a boxer named Rocky, 9 years old, from Bloomington, Illinois. 4.56 inches. I don't know why we need to know all these things or why they keep this record, but there you go. You're now informed on this. The most magic tricks underwater in 3 minutes. These are so stupid. The easiest or the fastest time to assemble Mr. Potato Head blindfolded. We can beat some of these records. I'm quite sure of it. All right, let's go over to you. Let's see what's happening where you are. Break a record of giving us the greatest dispatch ever, just like this one.
Imagining Forrest Gump putting the gun together, but instead of a gun, it's a Mr. Potato Head.
Mm-hmm. Winning a record for it, just like that. Here's Rodney the Gator Hunter.
News Junkies.
Hey.
Hey, happy holidays. Love every day with you guys. Man, may the new year bring you even better than you've been.
Right back at you.
But real quick, a massive heart attack is an aneurysm of your artery, and it just pumps all your blood out in seconds. I literally right now am recovering from a quadruple heart bypass. I had a heart attack 2 months ago. How crazy is that? It can happen before you know it. Love you guys.
That scares me, man. That is freaky. I'm glad you're doing better, Rodney, by the way.
That's got to be scary for a person like Rodney the Gator Hunter, because if he has a heart attack while he's like doing his taxes, that's one thing. But he hunts gators.
You don't
and
wanna
that
be,
is that'd be like the wrong place to find yourself on the other end of a pretty serious heart condition.
You probably get a world record for that, though, right? You know, best gator wrangling whilst having a heart attack. That's got to be on the list somewhere, one would think.
For sure.
Here's Steven with the dispatch.
I bet that singer you guys were talking about was fully vaccinated.
Oh, man. Everybody with the vaccine things.
Are people still doing this?
I think
You're
it's
so
fun.
weird.
It's a fun troll.
Some of them are trolls. I think some of them are serious. You're so weird. You vaccine. Be like, he must have got the vaccine. Or heart health is important, and you can have a heart attack at any moment. And maybe we should work on getting that message out there. We could do either of the two. We could do the vaccine thing, or maybe inform people about heart attacks. Here is The Big Show talking about that Ludacris movie.
News junkies, your boy Big Show here. Sean, you're talking about that Ludacris movie. The girl that opened up the door, the mom, is actually my sister.
No
way. Prove it.
She's a comic. She went to do America's Got Talent, and she's been touring all over. That's
cool.
her first movie. Very, very proud of her. And hopefully she gets booked for some more gigs. Please, everybody, go watch that movie. Go support my sister, Gina Brion. Yeah. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop. Big Show out.
Nice. Thank you for that. Hang on. Let me say the name of the movie so I don't screw this up. And then
Dashing
we'll find out
Through the Snow.
Thank you. Dashing Through the Snow about Black Santa. It was fun. All right. What's coming up on the next episode?
Oh, I will tell you, Sean. What's coming up on the next episode? This week's edition of Hollywood has no original ideas. Wait till Mom finds out, buddy. Coming to a musical stage near you. The Library of Congress has announced its 2023 class of additions to the National Film Registry, and your girlfriend's in. Woof. Plus, Shane McGowan is the coolest dead guy of 2023. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
About a third of U.S. adults say they regularly get their news from Facebook. Might as well get it from us. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
Hey everybody, good Thursday to you. Jamie King, Fox 35 Storm Center. Central Florida weather today, mixed skies. Looks like temps cool, low 70s. Windy out of the northeast at 20 to 25 with higher gusts. A passing shower chance at 20%. For tonight, partly cloudy, low 60s. Breezy northeast winds continued. Rain chance overnight, 20%. Our Friday, 10% chance of rain. Windy, 73 that high. And on Saturday and Sunday, Fox 35 storm alert days with high rain chances and very gusty winds. For Fox 35, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Take care.
This report is sponsored by Walt Disney World Jobs.
Walt Disney World Resort is hiring. Explore a variety of full-time and part-time roles at the heart of the magic and enjoy great benefits like complimentary theme park admission, exclusive discounts, and more. Apply today at waltdisneyworld.jobs.
Hey Florida drivers, the holiday season is upon us. When celebrating, always plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Besides, a DUI could cost you $10,000. Not exactly the best gift you could give yourself. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Gift wrapping struggles, packed parking lots, tangled decorations. Take your family light years from the holiday routine with Holidays in Space at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, sponsored by Pepsi. Discover the nightly lighting of a 50-foot tree, the all-new projection show guided by our out-of-this-world host, Starflake, and the Rocketry Trail, sponsored by L3 Harris. Holidays in Space is included with general admission. Tickets on sale now at KennedySpaceCenter.com.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
Brace yourself for the ultimate holiday deal with Consumer Cellular. Snag an incredible 50% off the Iris Flip when you buy before December 17th, making it only $34.50. The Iris Flip is all the phone and camera you need with a user-friendly design, the perfect flip phone companion. Plus, you'll get nationwide coverage and always free activation. Score 50% off when you use promo code RADIO50. Head over to consumercellular.com and use promo code RADIO50 during checkout to score this deal.
Beware, if you are 60 or older, you may be at increased risk of hospitalization from RSV, respiratory syncytial virus. Not all dangers come with warning labels. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about getting vaccinated against RSV today. Learn more at bewareofrsv.com.
Ho, ho, hold up. It's the end of the year already, and I'm way behind. So this month, I'm slaying prices. Let's wrap up the year. You'll save up to $6,000 off a nicer, newer car. Plus, I'll stuff your stocking with $1,000 Christmas cash on a new car. Don't wait for the jolly old elf, because right now, Santa R.C. Hill at R.C. Hill Mitsubishi wants to help you save $6,000 and stuff your stocking with $1,000. Are other dealers roasting your chestnuts over past credit mishaps? Let us help you get approved. Help me wrap up the year, and you could fill your sleigh with savings and drive home in a new car today. Save up to $6,000 based on the car you choose. And I'll give you $1,000 Christmas cash for the kiddies. But hurry, this deal's done once we wrap up. I'm R.C. Hill from R.C. Hill Mitsubishi, Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. See details at rchill.com.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
If it's important to you, it's on and probably being mocked by.
Of entertainment and beyond. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. No matter where you listen to this show, we appreciate you, and it's because of you we get to do this every day. So truly thanks for that as we get closer and closer to the holidays. If you miss anything, you can always get the podcast and go way back on that. The archives go way back years on the show. So get that over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, let's do it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it. Even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Butter your own biscuit, fat ass.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com. And, of course, the Home Loans Radio Show. If you're refinancing, buying your first dream home, how about some debt consolidation? 2024 is your year, and it's about time you work with an expert and a friend that you could trust. Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
It was 43 years ago on this day, 1980, this gal right here.
Oh, Yoko Ono.
Yoko Ono is right, one of her most beautiful pieces of art. And it was on this day 43 years ago that she called for a, not one, not two, but a 10-minute silent vigil around the world at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. This, of course, for John Lennon, who was murdered in New York 6 days prior to this day. So let's start that 10 minutes in 3, 2.
Ah, damn it.
All right, that's good enough, right? 10 seconds?
Yeah, it's a long time. It's a lot to ask, you know?
Speaking of dead people, this guy right here.
Oh,
Come on.
Shane McGowan.
Shane McGowan is right.
I never would have got it.
Points for Elaine. And this is the most Irish thing one can do. And I am...
And a drunk tank.
I'm not completely familiar with Shane McGowan.
Oh, his voice sucks, man.
It's Irish. It's traditional Irish, man. Come on. And this is very Irish. I will be stealing it for my funeral plans because Shane McGowan of the Pogues, he passed away last month, laid to rest over the week at a church in Dublin. These mourners that all showed up, the party people, included Nick Cave, Johnny Depp, Bob Geldof, and the President of Ireland.
Wow.
You know you're important then.
Damn.
After the funeral, there was a small invite-only celebration at the pub called the Thatched Cottage. And no word who was there, but everyone who was there did not have to pay for their drinks because he took care of it. Before his death, he set aside $12,500 for the tab, saying it was Shane's last request.
Oh,
My
that's
gosh,
cool.
That is pretty cool. $12,500.
You can get rid of that pretty quickly, though.
I think you could. I mean, did he say for how many people he wanted that to be, or is just like, here's
It
his
did
money?
not. Yeah, until it runs out, you're gone.
There was a moment at his funeral, like in the church during the funeral mass.
You watched it?
I watched the video of this, where a couple people, like some famous Irish singers, I think, and then like remaining members of the Pogues all got up front and played that song, Fairy Tale of New York, and it got me.
Oh, you did?
Really?
Oh,
did you cry? Pussy.
I didn't cry. I wept.
Oh,
What?
you sweet man.
It was so moving, and like there were like at the end of it when it was like really like ramped up, there were people jumping over the pews to like dance through the church. I mean,
you just
dude,
gave
it
me
was
chills.
insane. Yeah, it gave me a lot more than chills.
Is this like new dad emotions popping up in you?
No,
Just
it
someone
was
with a heart, Sean.
The pussification started a long time ago.
It's not a pussy. You just, appreciate something that's heartfelt.
The one thing that I was trying to figure out, and I couldn't tell
that's
if
not going to happen at any of our funerals. Unless you decide to sing, Celia.
I'm going to put down $12,500 for that.
Okay,
It's pretty
you got it.
pricey. My God.
Sorry, what were you saying? bud?
The one thing I couldn't tell was whether or not Lisa O'Neill sang the problematic word in that song or turned it to braggart. I couldn't.
Did they say the F word for gays in that song?
Yeah,
Oh, good for them. Someone who almost had a funeral was one of the members of this group.
It's the Thuggish Ruggers.
Bone Thugs and Harmony. I'm talking about Crazy Bone. No longer on the mend. It was back in September that he was sent to the hospital and was very near old death times.
Oh, man. That's not good.
In a new interview with Spin, Crazy says he's lucky to be alive, admits he didn't really know the severity of his condition until he woke up 10 days later, surrounded by friends, fam, and, of course, the other Bone Thugs.
Oh, that
in
would
Harmony.
freak me out so much. Not the Bone Thugs being there when I came to, but just like somebody, like opening your eyes and having somebody inform you that you have been unconscious for a week.
And you'll be like, who's been running the show?
I would be.
Don't worry, we've been taking care of it, pal.
No, I would just be really. I think it would kind of shock the system for me. It would throw me off a lot.
Well, good news. Crazy Bone is back to the thuggish and ruggish ways, and he will be reuniting with the entire group, or at least with Bone, over the weekend in Los Angeles, marking his first performance since falling ill. So congratulations. Welcome back, baby, and big congratulations to all the movies that are headed to the Library of Congress. Does that mean once you get in there, you can go to the Library of Congress and rent like a DVD or something like that?
No, they just put it away. It's the weirdest thing. But what it means is, it doesn't mean that it's good, by the way. It means that the movie was important enough and was enough of like an American institution that they want to store it somewhere.
What bad movies have been deemed important enough?
I mean, this might be kind of objective, but I will let you know what this year's editions include. We have this movie right here. I believe both of you will agree wholeheartedly.
Oh, hell yeah. Home Alone? How is it not in there already?
Thank you. That's what I was going to say. Lady and the Tramp, how is that?
Have you never seen Home Alone?
I have seen it in parts, but as an adult, especially in the last 10 years, I've not seen it. So
I sort of I would have to try to not see Home Alone around Christmas.
And mind you, our family tradition is Elf. And then,
I love Elf. We watched
Santa
Elf last
Claus.
night. Oh, the Santa Claus is good too, yeah.
Did we determine, was it the Santa Claus or Home Alone that had the Central Park scene?
I know for a fact that it was Elf because we just watched Elf last night, and he has the rocket fall off the Santa's sleigh, and they put it all back together and stuff.
We also have The Lady and the Tramp, that's 1955. Love and Basketball from 2000, also hitting the Library of Congress. The Nightmare Before Christmas, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, and many, many more. 12 Years a Slave. We have Helen Keller and her story. So hopefully she gets to see that. A movie trip through Filmland.
I don't know what that is.
1921 is the earliest film in this year's class. It's an educational film from Kodak about film stock. So, who's horny?
Awesome.
Queen of Diamonds, The Lighted Field. There's a lot of these that I have never heard of in my life, but I guess we should make a trip to the Library of Congress.
It's probably like super old classic stuff that somehow like inspired people, you know, like it was important in some way.
Anyone who was involved is dead now. They don't even get the excitement of being in there.
But also, what I meant by that was it doesn't have to be like this movie was so good. It was like it might have just inspired something or changed things or been the first movie to do X, Y, or Z. That's some of the reasons why I think they put him in there.
And I don't know the reason why this is going to hit theaters many years from now, maybe 1 to 2. But Mattel is saying, hey, Barbie went great. Let's do another doll movie. This one about American Girl doll.
Ooh. I know nothing about American Girl dolls.
I know that all my rich friends in middle school had them.
Who's
hey,
there?
girl.
In a book up a tree?
Uh-huh.
You know you make
Say what?
I like your style. Hey.
What?
Hey, American Girls.
This is the song?
At least one of them. And also when I was YouTubing American Girl song, there is one strictly for the American Girl doll named Courtney. So congratulations, Courtney.
Very specific.
No American Girl doll named Sabrina, but maybe in this new movie that's coming out. Lindsay Beer most recently wrote the Stephen King spinoff Pet Sematary Bloodlines. She's set to write and produce the yet-to-be-titled American Girl movie.
Okay, I'm going to talk completely out of my ass here for a moment, but what I want to say is when I think about Barbie, I can picture it. Like I could picture the Barbie movie before it came out. I knew the color scheme that they were going to use. I knew things that they could do. I knew things that Barbie was all about. When I think about American Girl, I just think about a doll. I know nothing more about it. Like I don't know any backstory or like if there were any like interesting things about American Girl.
Dolls did have backstories though.
Okay.
Like the dolls actually came with a backstory from what I understand. It was not my style because you couldn't really play with them. They were just there.
But I get what you're saying, Sean. It's almost as if they announced that there was going to be a movie about the Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yeah, I don't see where this is going to be really a big draw like the Barbie movie would, but maybe. Who knows? It could be wrong.
Do you think the Lost Boys will be a big draw? Because
From Hook?
I'm
or
sorry?
the rappers?
Oh.
No, the Lost Boys, the movie. The vampires.
Oh, yeah, okay. This is old school.
It's the one with friggin' Corey Feldman?
Let me look this up.
And the one with the guy from 24?
Yeah.
They're vampires and he has that earring or whatever?
It's from
I've never seen
1987 is when this one came out. And
The
it's
vampire
got
classic.
Corey Feldman, you were right. It's got the other Corey Haim.
Oh.
It's got Kiefer Sutherland.
There we go,
and
24 guy.
The other names aren't as big. But yeah, it was a big movie when it came out.
Well, big enough for it to be a musical.
Uh-oh.
The guys behind it, David Hornsby from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Patrick Wilson, the Conjuring guy, and the pop rock band The Rescues. Casting hasn't been announced, but we have our fingers crossed for Mr. Corey Feldman. All we know that it's going to tour the country in 2025. And I could tell you, full circle, so is Corey Feldman, because he's going on effing tour, and I will be going to this, I promise you.
Are they going to make it so he doesn't whack his face with the microphone like he did that one time?
Might have to have one of those like basketball masks.
He's going to need something to protect him.
But he's going on tour.
It's fine. You do that, you know, you're fine the next day.
You like him? You like Corey Feldman?
No, I don't care about Corey Feldman. I was talking about whacking my face with a microphone.
Oh.
No, I was talking about Sabrina.
I like Corey Feldman, and all the clips that I've seen from his tour, this is a sight to see.
I think he was really cringe, like really, really cringe. And I think somehow, I count myself among these people, he won people over.
He really did.
And I don't know how he did that. And somehow this has happened in front of all of our eyes.
Somehow this is happening. Oh, damn it, that's not it. He's going on tour with them.
It's just one of those.
Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit announces 2024 tour with Corey effing Feldman.
Nice.
So I am very, very excited. It's called the Loserville Tour, kicking off in July in Wisconsin, running through August, ending in California. And I do believe they're coming to the great state of Florida. But maybe Rochester and Dallas, too. Who knows?
Who knows?
But count me in. On the Boob Tube, we have got football, baby. That clip show holiday edition on NBC. MTV Unplugged presents a hip-hop 50th celebration of Jersey's finest. You can catch Nicki Minaj on Watch What Happens Live and Billie Eilish on Fallon. Follow your dreams at me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. And most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. Quick break. Back in just a moment. There is a teacher who is now RIP, and this is a way to die that most people manage to escape. In fact, I don't know how many people have ever died this way. We'll talk about that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's a Real Radio sports special this Sunday when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to Green Bay to face the Packers. Coverage starts at noon on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Reports now of a crash on State Road 436 just west of I-4 at Westmont Drive. No reports of any lane blockage. Orange Avenue north of Magnolia Avenue at Highland Avenue still has a minor crash there. Also a minor crash with some road blockage. Dean Road north of Highway 50 at Carmel Park Drive. And seeing some really slow traffic I-4 westbound after Parr Street to past Colonial Drive. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt Tax Services, home of the Money Today guarantee. Need money for the holidays? Avoid the yikes before Christmas. Hurry into Jackson Hewitt for a holiday loan on your tax refund, up to $1,000. Early refund advance offered to eligible clients. Application required. Finance charge applies. Loans by Republic Bank. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Ready to unleash your music genius? Create your own songs in just a few swipes with a brand new Hype app. Whether it's hip-hop, rock, or electronic, the Hype app lets you effortlessly create and share your own music. Get creating. Then listen to Johnny's House weekday mornings on XL for your Hype to air. It could win you $5,000. Download the new Hype app now at XL1067.com. Hype. That's HYPH. Or on Instagram at XL1067. Watch out, Music World. Here you come.
Switch to Verizon and you'll save.
Get in the holiday spirit, Orlando. Verizon has an extra gift for your family this season.
You can save a lot.
Get $800 in Verizon gift cards when you switch your family of 4 and get 4 new phones on us with Select Trade-In and Unlimited Ultimate.
Great deals from Verizon. Great deals from Verizon.
There's never been a better time to switch, but this offer won't last forever, so hurry in. Switch to the network America relies on. Get $800 in gift cards and get new phones for the whole family on us with Select Trade-In and Unlimited Ultimate. Visit your local Verizon store today. $999.99 device payment or full retail purchase with new smartphone line on Unlimited Ultimate plan required per phone. $200 Verizon e-gift card with port in per line. Less $1,000 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. 0% APR.
Thousands of stores across the country are pulling brand-name cold and allergy products off the shelves. Why? Because an FDA advisory panel recently determined that a drug they contain, oral phenylephrine, is ineffective as a nasal decongestant. Navage offers a drug-free solution that's fast and highly effective at relieving nasal congestion caused by colds and allergies. Navage uses suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril to help suck out allergens, mucus, and germs. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Don't waste your time or money on products that are ineffective. Trust drug-free Navage for fast relief to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
During the Jeep Wrap Up the Year event, get up to 15% below MSRP on select 2023 Jeep brand vehicles. 10% or 15% below MSRP, depending on model. 10% below MSRP eligible vehicles include Gladiator Overland, Compass excludes Sport, Grand Cherokee excludes 4xe, Laredo, Grand Cherokee All excludes Laredo. 15% below MSRP eligible vehicles include Gladiator Sport, Compass Latitude, and Renegade. Not compatible with lease offers except Gladiator or with any other consumer incentive offers. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery from dealer stock by 1/2. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Boost Infinite's new wireless technology gives you 3 networks for the price of 1 and better service at a lower price. Switch today. Visit boostinfinite.com. That's boostinfinite.com.
Sharing is caring, right? Well, that's what they say. But at McDonald's, they mean it. That's the only place where when I roll through with my fam, I leave happy and full. Because for real, I get everything I want. No. Scratch that. We all get everything we want. Especially right now, when we can bundle our faves for breakfast. How about a savory sausage McMuffin with melty cheese or the most delicious, warm, flaky sausage biscuit with those delicious classic hash browns for just $2.79? Or later in the day, get the fam together and go all out. Bundle the hits like a crispy McChicken topped with mayo and lettuce, or a juicy McDouble with not 1, but 2 100% pure beef patties and tasty, small, world-famous fries for only $3.69. McDonald's eats, and so do we all, because there's always something for everyone. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid with product served.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Immerse yourself in premium nationwide coverage, contract-free plans, and always free activation with Consumer Cellular, now at your local Target. While you're there, check out our newest phone, the Iris Flip. It's all the phone and camera you need, plus it features a user-friendly design, making it the perfect flip phone. From now to December 16th, you can score $10 off when you buy the Consumer Cellular Iris Flip at Target, making it only $39.99. Visit your nearest Target for the full scoop.
Sick of paying $100 for groceries and getting nothing but eggs, orange juice, and a paper bag? Then download the Drop app. Drop lets you earn points with your everyday shopping and redeem them for gift cards. Want a free dinner with those groceries? Drop it. How about daily lattes? Drop it. So download Drop today and get $5 just for signing up. Use invite code GetDrop777. That's invite code GetDrop777.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This is
California ask themselves the question every morning, how can we turn this place into more of a hellscape? What else can we do to really just make this a difficult place for people to live? More taxes? Can we have more hobos out on the streets? We only clean them up when the president of China is going to visit, because I heard that's all back to how it was. All those tents are back up.
Oh, good.
It didn't help the people out anymore. They just said, well, we'll get you off the streets for 1 week while these world leaders are in town, and then we'll let it go back to hell, and that's the way we're going to live.
I'd be kind of flattered if I were the president of China and I found out, like, all right, this is what it was like before I got here. It was really nice when I was there.
Yeah.
And then now that I'm gone, just back to hell.
Right back to hellscape. But this is a bridge too far, I think. I can't deal with this, but it's something that they're going to start doing in California if this vote goes through in a positive way. The California State Water Resources Control Board. It sounds like a fun time, right? You're probably bored, and you're like, what are you talking about here? This is why you have to pay attention to stuff like this. These kind of people on these dumb little boards can have big impacts on your life, and this is a big, big impact, okay? They're tentatively planning a vote next week to approve a landmark water regulation that would turn sewage back into drinking water across California.
No.
The rules would allow, quote, toilet to tap, converting water from the toilet and shower drains into drinking water.
Hell damn, no.
The plan would take the wastewater and have it treated at a higher level and then send it back into the main water supply over the course of hours to days, they say. And whenever I hear this, I go, that's a no from me. That's a no. And I know that even science isn't really on my side here. If I think about the NASA astronauts up in the International Space Station, pretty sure they recycle their urine, do they not? Like they filter out everything and then they drink it as water.
Do they?
Because they only have so much space up there. I thought they did that. Maybe they do bring up
I think they
that
do.
water.
No.
And if you go into certain neighborhoods, they'll reuse, I think, what they call gray water. Because
you're right. No, it says NASA says 98% of astronauts' urine, sweat can be recycled.
Right. And what they say is, look, what we're doing here is we're taking all of the gross stuff out of it. We're filtering it back down to just H2O. So it's water and there's nothing weird about it. I know that the science is there, but it's just gross to me. I can't make it not gross. Some places take gray water, right? Because sewage is two types of water. Gray water is from like the shower or your clothes washer or something. And then black water is from your toilet. That's the stuff that's going to have a lot of other gross stuff along with it. And they take this out. In some places separated, some places do not. But they are going to utilize some sort of filtration technique to turn that back into water. Amy says gray water does not contain feces. Well, you have no idea what's in gray water. It's anything that goes down those drains, actually. Gray water is only from your sinks or your showers, not your toilets.
Well, then mine definitely contains feces.
Yeah. Because,
You ever do the old waffle stomp?
Oh, that's disgusting. You monster.
Seriously. God.
I don't
damn
want
it.
gray water. I don't want black water. I just want nice, clean water. And when I look at the problems we have in this country and the solutions we come up with, I say, isn't anybody smart enough to go, where is some water for us around here? Oh, maybe the
Ask
oceans.
Flint, Michigan.
Maybe the oceans are a great source of water. There's quite a bit out there. Maybe we should get better at our desalination plants, and then we can
That
take
has
that.
poop in it too, Sean. What are you talking about?
The seawater is way cleaner than anything we're going to get back out of our sewage system. That stuff by definition is all gross.
Sure, but you know what goes into the ocean as well. I mean, it's sewage. All of the boats, they even have the planes that drop off the comets of poop.
Yes.
We have, all the plastics and people that dump and that makes that big island of condoms and stuff. I don't know if the ocean water is that much better, but
The ocean water is so plentiful that even all of those things is just a tiny drop in the bucket. And it's diluted enough so it's not quite as gross to me. The Johnny Bergs are floating in the sewage system. That's where they are mostly. And if you don't know what that is, Google it. But are you drinking it? That's my question to you. If they said today that in your local municipality, they were going to start using raw sewage, they got all the scientists behind this. The scientists are saying it's okay. It's just perfect H2O, good, clean water. Would you drink that? Would you drink it if this happened in your state? Because it may happen very soon in California. I have no problem, by the way, with any place taking it and using it for stuff like use gray water for sprinklers, it stinks a lot. It doesn't smell great.
Yeah.
But it's still, I think that's fine. Other than the smell, you're just watering the grass and stuff with it.
Yeah, but
I just don't want to drink it.
I mean, growing up, smelly water to me was always like a sign that your water was not like if you had well water. I was like,
yeah, that's me.
You're dirty.
I was a dirty buddy.
Oh, bud.
And I didn't just have well water. I had particularly bad well water.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't pour a glass of water in my
like
house.
Sulfur, right?
Yeah, it smelled like sulfur. Yeah, definitely. Like if you filled up a bathtub, you couldn't fill up a glass of water and look into it and not see some stuff. There'd be like debris. Like you could make a tornado in the glass and see all of the different grossos that were swirling around in there.
But you turned out just fine, did you not?
Did I? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's like the nicest thing you've ever said to him.
Because she knows that's not true. Some things have gone wrong here. It's probably because that's why I'm like an oblong.
Man,
I've got all these problems.
You know what's crazy? Not only do they recycle the urine on the space station and the sweat, but also the breath that you exhale has like water content in it, and that's part of what gets recycled and made into their water.
I continue to struggle with this simply because I know that the science is there. For instance, scientists would go, when you have a glass of urine that you're looking at, in that is all kinds of stuff. You know, it's made up of all sort of like chemical markups and stuff. And if you break that down and separate everything one by one and just get it down to just H2O, now there's no more urine in it, and it's good for you to drink. It's just like the bottle that you drank to begin with. I know that makes sense, but I still think it's gross. I'm not drinking your pee water. And that one reason alone is why I'm not going to the International Space Station. Otherwise, I'd be up there probably right now.
Yeah, they did give you that opportunity.
Yeah, I turned it down. Just can't do it. I'm
Wi-Fi's
not scared of the flight. Not scared of being flying around up in space. Not scared of any of those things. I assure you, those don't bother me at all. It's just this one part of things. Oh, this is no good. In school in Virginia, there's a bit of a problem at Amherst, Virginia's Central Elementary School. They said 2 adults have been arrested after 7 elementary students were eating some gummy bears in class. And these gummy bears, well, they weren't weed gummy bears. They were fentanyl gummy bears.
They have that?
I didn't know it was a thing either. But one of the 4th graders brought these fentanyl gummy bears to school, or the gummy bears were in a sandwich bag that had a bunch of fentanyl in it beforehand, so they became fentanyl gummy bears. And 5 of the 7 4th grade students required medical attention after experiencing a reaction to this. They thought they were just getting a regular old gummy bear, and they got a wild ride instead.
Didn't one of the kids say it tasted really good?
I don't have it in this story, but it could have been the case.
Because they didn't just eat one.
No, probably not.
Those kids were effed up.
Yeah, they were probably pounding those things.
Nobody eats one gummy bear.
It's like the little girl in the story that we had where she had the most marijuana of almost any person ever because she ate 70-something of her dad's weed gummy things. And the girl was like out of commission on the stairs when the parents found him. Found her.
And then out of commission for 4 days. Easily.
Yeah, it was just a mess. And then she's fine now, like she survived it and all. But these kids probably gobbled a couple of these down, I think. Let's go to you. Let's work at a couple of dispatches right now, and then I'll get to how that teacher died in the most bizarre way I've ever heard of in my life. Indica Soul has a dispatch for us, though.
Sea Lane, Sabrina, Sean.
Hey.
Gray water and black water. I don't even like the regular tap water that tastes like chlorine. I'm a snob when it comes to water. I don't want to taste anything. So, no, I don't want number 1 in my water, number 2, and number 3. Because if you think people aren't masturbating in the shower, you're crazy.
True.
And I don't want any number 3 in my mouth.
Fair. I think that's fair, sir. I don't want any of that water. Just give me regular water instead. Is our tap water, like at all 3 of our houses, is our tap water full? Do you have fluoride in it?
I
think so, right?
Yeah.
I think almost everywhere it does in the United States, right? Like we have little tiny like trace amounts of fluoride in the system. And it's probably hard other than maybe, I don't think boiled water. I mean, not boiled water, excuse me. I don't think bottled water has that in it, but I think it's pretty hard not to get that. Here is Sneakers talking about reclaimed water.
Talking about the reclaimed water.
Told you.
How do they get rid of the diseases that people have in their bodies? I'm sure it comes out their poop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not
If
drinking
they're
it.
able to get rid of it in the sewage, why can't they get rid of it out of our bodies?
All right, thank you,
But yes,
Sneakers.
no for me.
Yeah, nobody's going to be into this.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if on the space station? By the way, I'm not messing with California doing this. I'm just really strictly keeping it to the space station.
You're in this rabbit hole right now.
If they, they recycled all the breath and the sweat and the urine, and they could get all the diseases out, 99%, except the herpes. It's just like, you want to go to space? You're going to have to drink the herpes water.
Is that true?
No, I said, what if that were the case?
Oh, I thought you were saying that was true.
No.
I was like, everybody who's an astronaut now comes back, and unfortunately, herpes. But you're an American hero. You're an awesome person. Congrats. Over to this teacher that died. This is a very rare way to die, one would guess. She was walking out with her family, and all of a sudden she looked over, and there was an escaped cow from a nearby farm. And the escaped cow started hauling ass right for this teacher, 61-year-old Miriam Claude. And the escaped cow was in fight mode, they said, and attacked and killed this woman. And there was a bunch of people who were right there watching all of this. I don't know I've ever heard of somebody dying like that. Fatality. Rabid escaped cow is another way you can go down. Be safe out there, folks. When we come back, we're going to hear from you. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. Also, we've got to talk about, there's a brand new movie trailer that was just released that has people freaking out right now. And we got more from you in those dispatches coming up next on the News Junkie.
We're in it for the likes. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Accident at 436 west of I-4 at Westmont Drive, and I don't know what's going on the Florida Turnpike southbound after Canoe Creek Service Plaza, right around mile marker 228. We had a disabled car blocking the right lane, now an 18-wheeler behind that vehicle. I don't know if it's an accident, but several people are actually walking around on the right shoulder. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by carsforkids.org.
It's a busy time, but remember that this is a season of giving. And when you donate your vehicle to carsforkids.org, you're making sure that more kids stay in school and graduate. So donate your vehicle to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Right off the car, not the kid.
Hey there, huge end of the year savings going on all month long down at Nation's Trucks. It's time for you to take advantage, especially if you're in the market for your next lifted truck. Nation's Trucks currently has 45 lifted trucks in stock right now. They specialize in them, and they're starting at just $39,995, ready for you. Everything from F-150 Black Widows, Chevy Trail Bosses, GMC Evolutions, and lifted Ram Bighorns. Nation's Trucks has got them all, and with approved credit, you won't make any payments for 3 months. Start driving the truck that you deserve today. Visit nationstrucks.com or just go on down and see them in person in Sanford, 1792, just 1 mile south of Lake Murray Boulevard, and let them know C-Lane from the News Junkie sent you.
Orlando's best comedy room is safely open. The Orlando Improv welcomes Arnez J., one of the hottest, most talked about comedic artists in the game, on December 15th and 16th. Tickets and showtimes online at theimprovorlando.com. Above all, come for the comedy. We could all use a laugh. The Improv is hiring for all evening positions: line cook, cocktail servers and wait staff, food runners, dishwashers. We cater to top talent and the best locals in the Central Florida area. Please call us at 407-480-5233 or email for open interviews.
There's nothing I love more than to buy a 5-year, 10-year, 15-year-old car with great miles and great condition, especially the kind that you might have inherited from a loved one. My name's John Clay Wolf, CEO of America's Best Car Buyer. GiveMeTheVIN.com. You can go to GiveMeTheVIN.com, put in your license plate number, bada bing, bada boom, get a number quickly and at the top of the market. We love to buy cars.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sister's included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar. solarsource.com/monsters.
Men, are you suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE? The medical providers at Premier Men's Medical Center offer breakthrough treatments that eliminate problems in the bedroom without pain or surgery. 98% of men see instant results on their first office visit. Listen to a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Premier Men's Medical Center offers breakthrough medical treatments that eliminate ED and PE. Men are even lasting 90 minutes or longer, regardless of age or medical history.
But that's not all. For a limited time only, call Premier Men's Medical Center now, and your initial consultation and first treatment are completely free. You'll see instant results right in the office. You'll even get a gift that enhances your performance in the bedroom. All this, worth hundreds of dollars, is free if you call now. 407-723-7135. 407-723-7135. That's 407-723-7135.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Escape to the village of nothing much and delight in soothing tales from the lakefront inn to the downtown bookshop to the cabin in the woods. Based on the beloved Nothing Much Happens podcast, Stories from the Village of Nothing Much offers family-friendly, anxiety-relieving narratives celebrating small joys and community bonds.
A tower of a tree stood lit in her glory in our park, and we all clapped and whistled our approval.
Listen to Stories from the Village of Nothing Much on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Immerse yourself in premium nationwide coverage, contract-free plans, and always free activation with Consumer Cellular, now at your local Target. While you're there, check out our newest phone, the Iris Flip. It's all the phone and camera you need, plus it features a user-friendly design, making it the perfect flip phone. From now to December 16th, you can score $10 off when you buy the Consumer Cellular Iris Flip at Target, making it only $39.99. Visit your nearest Target for the full scoop.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
The free iHeartRadio app is your home for the holidays. Open the app and click on the holiday banner, or search iHeart Holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7, plus stations playing all kinds of holiday music, Christmas classics, Christmas jazz, country, R&B, tons of playlists, even podcasts. Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Join the millions of listeners on the iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
No payments for 3 months with approved credit? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out.
The biggest thing of 2024, or maybe they just chose it out of all the options, but I guess one of the big porn sites named Giantess the 2024 fetish of the year.
Giantess,
like Gintess, which is macrophilia, which I'm sure you guys have heard of at some point in time. I think that they try to make the women in this look like giants, look real big, and then everything else is small around them.
Really?
And it's very strange to me, but of course I'm not into it. They said the giantess are being dominated and or dominating or humiliating people. They even step on them or alternatively, an average-sized woman having sex with a 13-foot giant, like in I'm a Virgo. I remember that show. That was good for the first couple episodes, then it got weird. So this is something that Clips for Sale says this is really blowing up right now. I don't think I've ever watched a single video like this in my lifetime. I'm always amazed to see what people are into out there.
But to become that popular, it's a lot of people into it. Like,
oh, yeah.
Is it a type of genre that you didn't know you were into it until you watch it?
That could be a thing. It very well could be a thing that there's things that you don't know until it comes up in your feed somehow. And they suggest it for you, and you're like, whoa, hey, I didn't know this was an option. I didn't know I could try this. What do we, this opened up a whole new world for me. But I can't see myself. I'm so vanilla on this stuff. I'm sorry to put it out there and tell you, I don't have anything exciting that you would churn up about me if it came down to it. If you saw
like
all my search
genres?
history. No, yeah, like I wouldn't be like, oh, Sean is into little people or giantess or BDSM or I don't know the sister thing.
Do you search or are you a scroller? You're just looking at thumbnails?
No, whatever's in the feed these days.
Oh, right.
Just
okay.
See what you got to offer. I haven't seen giantess.
You have a feed?
Well, like you log onto the site, you see like the new stuff.
Most
right?
recent or popular this week.
Yeah.
Is it curated to you or like based on other stuff that you watch?
I don't think so because I'm not logging in.
If you were to search though, like put yourself in that fantasy world, if you were to search something, the website you go to is like, we don't have a feed for you. We just need you to give us one keyword. Yours would be missionary?
No. Who's searching for missionary?
But you said you were like, kind of vanilla in that sense. There has to be some sort of category, right?
I don't search. There's no need to search. It's just all right there in front of you when you go to
You just read the front page of the porn website and that's it?
I thought they were curating them. Like this is
you said you don't get curated because you don't log in.
No, I'm saying isn't somebody curating this? Like somebody's like, here's the best new videos for the day. Here you go. Enjoy yourself.
World Star?
Yeah, basically. I was under the impression that there was somebody who was like, hey, I uploaded these today for you. Check them out. See what you think. And that person has never given me giantess. I've never seen it in my days.
I have to agree with you. It's just interesting that you will, despite what is on there, because it could be a flurry of way different videos. So long as they were uploaded 24 hours prior, you're going to give it a watch?
No, you guys are misunderstanding. Let me try to clarify so you won't think I'm a weirdo, all right? When you go to one of these adult sites, there's lots of new stuff. Like, here's the new stuff on the homepage. And then you just scroll through the new stuff until you see something you like.
What's the weirdest porn you ever watched?
I haven't seen a lot of this stuff. Now, I've seen a lot of insane videos. There's not a day goes by where I don't see somebody die on a video. But
that's what you masturbate to? That's weird, dude.
No, I don't bring that up. Those two do not cross at all.
Sits, gets down, cracks his knuckles.
It's a foreplay. All right, beheading video, ready to go, babe.
No, I don't do that. I don't know where people find these things, honestly. I don't really get it, but they said Giantess is the 2024. It's the thing. It's what everybody's going to get into. So if you're a creator out there,
flick that beanstalk.
If you're a creator, that would be a great name for one of these if it's not already taken.
Audio trademark.
Make sure that you're getting ready for the audience to be really desiring this kind of pornography. Okay, we are going to hear from you in just a moment, but I do have to put everybody on alert.
The first thing I saw in images when I searched for giantess is a large pregnant woman that is walking through the streets like Godzilla.
Okay. Oh, so it's really like that big that they want to see.
But then they still bang somebody?
But a lot of these are animated, though.
Oh.
Yeah, well, they would have to be if it was somebody that big. Yeah, these are like gigantic people, like Godzilla-sized people that they're into. I didn't know, and I'm just being real with you about this, I didn't know that so many people were into very, very adult anime. I did not know that was such a big category of adult content consumption. Because when it comes to me, I would be like, that would never be anything that I would look at.
Isn't there another word for it when it's anime and porn? Like hentai or something?
Is that what that is? Okay. Yeah, because I'm blown away by the amount of people that are into that. If you're into it, send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. But I must tell you, we need to be aware of what's going on in the world around us. The animals are often trying to attack us. The teacher was attacked and killed by a cow, of all things, in a previous story. And now you should know this. Scientists have discovered a new type of dolphin, and it's a little bit frightening and a little bit special all at the same time.
Saw that.
Did you really? Okay.
Yes, I saw the headline. I did not click the picture because the thumbnail, I couldn't decide if it was photoshopped or just that was the actual picture.
No, they said this is real.
I was freaked out.
It looks to me like this is some sort of like a problem, but they're saying, no, this is how these things are evolving. And these new dolphins, this was discovered by these scientists and researchers in Greece. And they said the Gulf of Corinth is the only place in the world where these striped dolphins live. And now they have thumbs. The dolphins have thumbs now. And I would call it more of like a bottle opener. The people can see here on the thing I have in front of me.
It is a bottle opener.
It looks more like a bottle opener, right, than a thumb. But they're saying these dolphins are born with thumbs.
Weird, but can they use that to grip? Like, are they showing that the fins can close?
It says, among some other pretty notable observations, such as a common dolphin that adopted a kidnapped striped dolphin, the researchers wrote they recorded a unique striped dolphin with thumbs on both sides of its pectoral flippers. Needless to say, the discovery of a thumb dolphin is spectacular. Live Science spoke to Alexandros Fratzis, the president of the Pelagos Cetacean Research Institute, who told the outlet it was the very first time we saw this surprising flipper morphology. And they believe that this is what a lot of the dolphins are going to end up happening over time. Dolphins with thumbs, we should all be on red alert, folks. Be aware.
Uprising. Never would attribute that to dolphins.
I think the animal who should be the most alert is the other dolphins.
Yeah.
Because
that's frightening.
Unless that dolphin has a beard that needs to be opened.
But yeah, but dolphins are also like one of the only animals other than humans that have sex for pleasure. So maybe that's why this thumb thing is showing up.
Oh, no. They're piling on me on chat. It's another word that I say weird. Do I say dolphin weird? I thought I said it normally. Dolphin?
Dolphin?
They're all saying I'm saying dolphin. I'm saying dolphin. There's a bunch of people saying I'm saying it weird.
Chat, just stop.
You know how that does to me. It triggers me every single time. I thought I said dolphin normally. Am I saying it differently now?
Dolphin.
Dolphin. I got it. Let's go over to you. Your dispatches are piling up, and you got something to say. So let's hear from you. Here is Man Kicking, talking about cows getting mad.
Yeah, Sean. One of the most dangerous animals in America is a pissed off mama cow.
Really?
Farmers die every day in Iowa from cows. Yep, I've experienced it myself.
Dying?
You don't want to piss off a mama cow.
All right.
Wiggle, wiggle. Pop, pop.
His pacing is very weird.
A lot of dramatic pauses. Wouldn't that be the case that mama cows are mad all the time? Don't they take their calves away for veal?
No, they don't want them.
Quite often?
Well, sometimes they do if it's a place that that has that. But if it's a dairy cow, it'll be different. Because the dairy cows, I don't even know if the dairy cows ever get pregnant because they just want them to be machines. You ever seen how big a dairy cow's udders can get? Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Sound horny.
They have, over time, taken this animal, just like us humans have taken the bulldogs, and we've made them as adorable and as weak as possible, both at the same time. They've taken the cows, and they've bred them in such a way that they just look like gigantic milk machines. Huge, giant udders just ready to burst with milk. And around the clock they go. Here is Helen Keller. Well, no, it's not Helen Keller. It's Jacob talking about Helen Keller. Be a real son of a bitch if it was Helen Keller.
Talking about Jacob.
Here we go.
Just saying. Pretty sure Helen Keller was a fraud.
Yeah, I see this conspiracy everywhere. I think that's kind of dumb. I think that people think these things are true with a story like Helen Keller because you can't imagine that somebody who is deaf and blind could learn anything. You think that person lives in a world of blackness. But when somebody is deaf or when somebody is blind, there's a range of experiences there. Almost nobody who is deaf hears nothing, right? Almost nobody who is deaf cannot, just no sound whatsoever. It's just very, 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 very low and hard to hear things for almost everybody who's deaf. And the same with people who are blind. I used to tell you the stories about working with a blind DJ guy. He was blind, but he was legally blind. He could still walk around and stuff. Right? So there's like different layers to that experience. So Helen Keller was both blind and deaf, but still was able to work her way through and learn some things. That's pretty impressive. We don't have to take that away from her. Here is Prototype talking about the planet.
I'm sorry to say this to everybody, but every drop of water on this planet has been recycled since the beginning of the planet having water, and it's not changed. It's just filtered and recycled over and over again.
Don't tell me
we
that.
haven't added water to this planet ever, so
water gets made all the
think about
time,
it.
I thought.
Everything you've drank is something everybody else has peed or pooped or drank.
Like dinosaurs.
I think he's kind of right, but what he's saying is like, it goes up into the clouds, condensation, and it rains down and goes into the rivers, and the water just all keeps going round and round and round and round and all that. But if you took 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom and put them together, wouldn't you make brand new water by doing that?
But
Wouldn't
can
that
you
be
make it? Is that technology been developed where you can actually make it?
Well, they could put together different atoms and stuff, and they would be able to put together different chemical compounds. And so if you had like some hydrogen right here and a little bit of oxygen, you put them together, that would be new water, I think.
Oh.
Maybe I'm wrong.
This one clip I saw that just blew my mind, and I literally cannot stop thinking about it. This one hippie lady was like, hey guys, I'm just walking around the neighborhood and I found this water bottle and it was closed, but it had this little bit of water left. And so I'm making sure to uncap it and dump that water out, because if you don't, that water will never be used again. Like, it could never be recycled because it's stuck in plastic.
I see what you're saying.
And I cannot recycle or do anything anymore without emptying that little bit of water out.
And
not knowing that
leaves out
I'm
of
not
there.
contributing back to the earth.
Do you, if you have one of those 6-pack things, do you still do what Courtney does, like cut the 6-pack?
I do.
Think about the turtles all day.
The thing that ends up getting the most animals, at least according to the videos that I watch in my algorithm, is like big jugs. If there's big I know how that sounds. like
now
a
we
large,
got the search term. It took a while.
like almost the comical
I must
version
be an animal.
The comical version of this is the honey thing that you leave out, and then like a bear or a dog or something puts their head into it and gets it stuck on their head.
Oh.
That's the thing that gets more animals than any of this other stuff, especially the turtles. That was nonsense. We got scammed out of straws because of
But
that.
that 8-year-old's rich.
Oh, my God.
And show me the second turtle.
Yeah, none. There's only one turtle that had a stupid thing in its nose, and it lived anyways. All right, quick break. When we come back, we're going to do jury duty, have some big updates on court stories we've been talking about, and we got you as well as we roll on with our second to last show for 2023. Woo-wee. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes. We might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
This is Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by DraftKings Fantasy Sports.
It'll be an AFC West showdown kicking off Week 15 of the NFL season when the Raiders host the Chargers on Thursday Night Football. Over to hockey, where the Lightning will resume their road trip tonight there in Edmonton. The Bolts have dropped 2 of 3 on the trek after they lost Tuesday in Vancouver. And in college hoops action tonight, Florida hosts East Carolina, searching for a third straight win. The Gators beat Richmond this past weekend. I'm Scott Davidson.
Check out what DraftKings has to offer with code SPORTS, because life's more fun when you're in on the action. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
We all know the process of shopping for a mortgage can be complicated and confusing, but not when it comes to that mortgage guy, Don. That mortgage guy, Don, is a mortgage broker, and mortgage brokers are better because they do all of their loans through national wholesale lenders. It's still going to be your standard FHA, VA, or conventional loan, but mortgage brokers have access to dozens of wholesale banks that are competing for your business. And wholesale banks only loan through mortgage brokers like That Mortgage Guy Don. And That Mortgage Guy Don is the best because he made the process of getting a quote or comparing the quote you already have super easy. You get a better deal on any home loan when you work with a broker, but you get the satisfaction of simplicity and honesty when you work with That Mortgage Guy Don. You want to see a difference? Go to the website right now. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com. Chock full of information for you. Guides on how to get pre-approved, reliable mortgage information, and of course, direct access to the expert himself. Plain and simple. No spam, no hassle, just peace of mind. Go to ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Are you dealing with tooth pain? Don't suffer in silence. Advanced Endodontics is here to help. Our expert team offers state-of-the-art care and is dedicated to helping you find relief. We specialize in root canals and have 6 convenient locations throughout Central Florida. We partner with well-known companies who offer great financing options, and you don't need a referral to make an appointment. Visit IneedARootCanal.com today. Don't delay. That's IneedARootCanal.com and take the pain away.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
Immerse yourself in premium nationwide coverage, contract-free plans, and always-free activation with Consumer Cellular, now at your local Target. While you're there, check out our newest phone, the Iris Flip. It's all the phone and camera you need, plus it features a user-friendly design, making it the perfect flip phone. From now to December 16th, you can score $10 off when you buy the Consumer Cellular Iris Flip at Target, making it only $39.99. Visit your nearest Target for the full scoop.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Rebath. You know, any company that has great products and great services does not need high-pressure sales pitches, and Rebath does that. No high-pressure sales tactics. You will never be in a must-buy right now situation with Rebath. And there's no pricing games either, like other companies that start super high, then drop the price in half immediately if you buy today. It doesn't work like that with Rebath of Orlando. Still the only company that does full, complete bathroom remodeling, top to bottom, and they do it right the first time. Always stay in tune with their website for brand new designs. That's RebathMidFLA.com. In all my years of endorsing this company, I've never had a complaint. And there's a reason the big box stores choose Rebath for their bathroom remodeling business. This is a national brand that stands behind what they say and what they do. Rebath of Mid-Florida's reputation is so good, there are companies mimicking what they do and claiming to be with them. That's not true. Do your research and ask questions. Don't be fooled by imposters. Get with Rebath of Mid-Florida. Showroom 436 in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Hop online and check out the before and afters at RebathMidFLA.com.
Sick of paying $100 for groceries and getting nothing but eggs, orange juice, and a paper bag? Then download the Drop app. Drop lets you earn points with your everyday shopping and redeem them for gift cards. Want a free dinner with those groceries? Drop it. How about daily lattes? Drop it. So download Drop today and get $5 just for signing up. Use invite code GetDrop777. That's invite code GetDrop777.
How's your money feeling? It's about to feel happier with a certificate from Happy Money's partner, Alliant Credit Union. Elevate and increase your savings with 12-month terms and only $1,000 minimum. And the happiest part? Alliant certificates yield 5.25% APY annual percentage yield. Now that's a happier side of money. Elevate your savings. Go to happymoney.com/Alliant. That's ALLIANT. Funds insured up to $250,000 by NCUA. The APY is accurate as of the 11/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search iHeart Holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste, so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Halloween is over, but hiring is still scary. Indeed's end-to-end solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
This Earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
No one's really sure what all C-Lane's buttons actually do. This is the news.
Really stepped in it over here, and I apologize. I'm generally very, very right. You know, like 99.99% of the time, I know what I'm talking about, and I'm nailing it, and I can't be beat.
I mean, when you preface with that.
I preface with that because I am right almost all the time, but sometimes I'm wrong. And I was wrong big time. So retraction alert, please.
Retraction.
I was wrong about the cows, okay? And I don't even want to look at the texting service right now because it's probably all like, you moron, you're so stupid.
And you wanted to own a farm.
I thought, yeah, old McDonald's dead. Rip old McDonald. That ain't happening. I thought that they were utilizing hormones to get the cows to produce milk, but they do have to keep them constantly pregnant to produce milk on these dairy farms. And like always, whenever I figure out I'm wrong on something, I did some reading and learned some things. So when they have these cows at these farms, a lot of times they have it set up so the cows can actually walk in and milk themselves, which is pretty cool. And they just kind of like walk over to the machine and put their udders in.
Nobody's ever called that cool.
That technology is pretty cool. Then they said when the cows do end up giving birth, about 75% of the babies are dairy cow replacements, and then about 1/4 of them go to veal. So 25% end up being on the dinner table as veal, and 3/4 of them stay on that farm, and just round and round we go with more and more of these dairy cows. Apologies, I got it wrong. This is one of those 0.01% of the time. When I'm talking about sports or farms, I'm in real bad territory. So to everybody calling me a dummy, you're right. I screwed that up, and now I know.
I don't think there's a whole lot of people that are just saying mean things.
There's probably some dispatches too. That's where I saw it. It was like, they said dairy cows, and I just saw the title of the dispatch, and I go, oh my God, how did I screw that up so bad? I really got that sideways and backwards. Now we got it. All right. Now everything's under control. I did see a trailer for a new movie, and what's funny is I think that like we can envision this being a thing just because of how divided everybody is politically. A24 has a new movie coming out called Civil War, where the U.S. is at war with itself once more. And the president in this movie, the president of the United States, Nick Offerman. He's the guy.
Oh, hell yes.
He's playing the president. And
you saw he got nominated for his work in The Last of Us.
Oh, did he really?
I don't know if he's been nominated for a Golden Globe. Was it Golden Globe or Emmys? Maybe Golden Globe, but I don't know if he's
Globes
been
are the
nominated.
one that just came out recently. He has done a good job of getting a variety of different roles because he could have been so pigeonholed into that libertarian Nick Offerman character from Parks and Recreation. So he had to mix it up and get out there. A lot of actors do this. You know, that's why Tony Soprano, and James Gandolfini, obviously the actor who played Tony Soprano, was such a big character, and he was so afraid that he was going to be pigeonholed. He started taking all kinds of gigs that he thought were the antithesis of his Tony Soprano character.
Yeah, one of his last roles, wasn't it like a super gay guy?
Yeah, he played a gay dude in one of his last roles because he's like, I don't want people to only see me in this one light. Anyhow, Nick
Meanwhile,
Offerman's
we
the
haven't
president.
heard a peep from Napoleon Dynamite.
No, that's true. Yeah, that guy got the shaft out there, unfortunately for him.
John Hader?
Yeah,
he was in something else. He was in Blades of Glory.
He was in a couple things, but
Uncle Rico has done all right, right? He was in White Lotus.
Yeah, that guy was surprisingly good in White Lotus.
Ripped.
I did not know that guy would still be out there doing his thing. Anyhow, Nick Offerman in this A24 movie, Civil War, that they're just now starting to roll out, the trailer's floating out there, is the president, and the country is at war with itself. The one thing that I don't quite buy into about this movie, because it does look pretty cool, I don't buy into the fact that it's the United States versus California and Texas.
Oh, I thought for sure Florida.
Yeah, I don't know that in a war where states were splitting off, that Texas and California would join up.
I would join up. I get that, but Texas, they wanted to do that for a while back in the day.
Well, I'm not saying Texas is a stranger to the idea of secession. Certainly not saying that. I'm saying that the ideals of your average Texan and the ideals of your average Californian, those are pretty far apart. I'm not sure what they're meeting up on that has got them on the same side in this civil war that we're facing. They said in this, they show all sorts of like destruction in downtown New York and Washington, D.C. Somebody blew up the Lincoln Memorial. It's kind of interesting, and that's headed to the theaters pretty soon. They just dropped that A24 trailer for this movie, Civil War. All right, let's get into it. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the news junkie.
Russell's probably right on YouTube. He says they did that to make it less red states versus blue states.
I'm very curious what they're going to say brings them together.
Right. But it is smart to do that, not make it like a movie about Republicans being at war with Democrats. Instead, make it like the states are just fighting over something else that seems less divisive on its face, at least. Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MOE, or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, do the smart thing and reach out and call 866-CALL-MO or go to justcallmo.com. Well, it's over soon for 3 major characters that will be out of copyright. And if we can judge by what happened to, was it Winnie the Pooh that was in that horror movie?
Winnie the Pooh, for sure.
Blood and Honey.
There's a bunch of other ones that have happened since.
When something like this, it's a big name, comes out and it's in the public domain, they start making a bunch of movies and stuff about it. You know what I was thinking? If I know that in 2024, in March, that the copyright will expire on something, if I know that ahead of time, it's good, the copyright is going to expire in like 6 months or something, let's say, all right? Let's go past March. Let's go 6 months into 2024. Can I start making the movie now and then release the movie in 2024?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Because you would be working on something that was copyright, but you're not releasing it, I guess, until the copyright is actually released. But anyhow, Steamboat Willie, which is very, very early Mickey Mouse, is going to be in public domain in the beginning of 2024.
You don't think Disney's going to try to scoop that back up? Or they have no other choice?
No, they can't. This character is not Mickey Mouse. It has to simply be Steamboat Willie. You know, the one you see like in the classic cartoons where Mickey's, or a character that looks like Mickey, is driving or steering a boat. The other one that's going to be out in public domain is Minnie Mouse. And also Tigger is going to be in the public domain in 2024 as well. So we'll see if anybody tries to make horror movies or something else out of those as they become more public.
I wonder if the argument would be that, Steamboat Willie as a film, was it a film or maybe just a TV presentation?
I don't know. All I ever see is that short little clip with the whistling. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. And so that is the copyright's running out on Steamboat Willie. So if you wanted to make another Steamboat Willie, you don't have to really pay Disney for it. But there have been plenty of copyrighted works featuring the character of Mickey Mouse. Does that mean that those are undone?
You can't just do any Mickey thing. You would have to use directly Steamboat Willie.
But
just
like people can parody it because Family Guy has done that a bunch of times.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you can always do that through parody laws. But if you're going to actually use the character, Like, let's say you wanted to make your own Snow White movie. Is Snow White in the public domain?
I
the
believe
original
it's
source material might be.
just recently, or it's about to be in 2024.
Hang on. Let me just Google just to double check. Is Snow White public domain? Because anybody, once it is, can make a movie about that.
So the thing
Cinderella story from the Brothers Grimm is public domain, along with Snow White, Rapunzel, and all that stuff. So all of those characters, the Brothers Grimm version of them, you can do something about that. What were we going to say, C-Line?
Well, if you're thinking of making your Mickey Mouse movie in the next couple months, I would slow down. Because it says, unlike copyright, which expires after a certain amount of years, trademark protection can endure in perpetuity as long as Disney can claim that the character of Mickey Mouse is associated with the Walt Disney Company itself.
How are they going to prove that?
Ultimately, Mickey Mouse will still be a legally protected Disney product.
Really?
But not Steamboat Willie, though. He has like a different look to him, right?
Yeah, he's not really Mickey Mouse. He's Steamboat Willie, right? Like, it's not even the same name. I don't know enough about this. We'll see what you say. Send us a dispatch, a correction dispatch, please, over at thenewsjunkie.com. Meanwhile, a woman was arrested at a Minnesota airport. She's in big trouble.
Ooh.
Why? She had a box along with her, and inside that box was a whole bunch of all things, giraffe poop. And she planned to use the giraffe poop to make a necklace, according to U.S. Customs and Border Protection. They saw her
so this was an international flight.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, riddle me this. Did they go through the poop and make sure there's no drugs in it?
They must have, because they
Right?
probably look for that stuff.
That's a good excuse if they didn't.
They said there's a real danger with bringing fecal matter into the United States. If this person had entered the United States and had not declared these items, there's high possibility a person could have contracted a disease from this jewelry and developed serious health issues, they say. So that is a no. And also, they're worried about African swine fever and foot and mouth disease, which
So
I don't want them.
they didn't let her through with the poop then.
No, you're not allowed to have it, I guess. They said she won't face sanctions because she declared the feces and surrendered it to customs officials.
I declare feces.
Here's my feces. Just bring her back some giraffe feces. No big deal. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll get to a comedian who finds himself in a very uncomfortable position. Plus, the John Benet Ramsey family, they have come up with a new idea that is a little strange.
They usually
to
just
me.
call themselves the Ramseys.
The Ramseys? Yeah, the Ramseys have come up with an idea, and it strikes me as a strange one. We'll get into that because it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
This Christmas Eve at 8 p.m., a Real Radio Christmas Carol on repeat. Sponsored by Goldsmith Jewelry Shop. This holiday, shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Accident at 436 west of I-4 at Westmont Drive, and I don't know what's going on the Florida Turnpike southbound after Canoe Creek Service Plaza, right around mile marker 228. We had a disabled car blocking the right lane, now an 18-wheeler behind that vehicle. I don't know if it's an accident, but several people are actually walking around on the right shoulder. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Halloween is over, but hiring is still scary. Indeed's end-to-end solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio wants to send you to space. Or at least as far as the Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex to experience holidays in space. All you have to do is use the Real Radio Talkback feature on our free iHeartRadio app. Maybe tell us how you plan to escape the holiday stress this season. It doesn't matter what you send. All talkbacks will be entered for the prize. One winner will be randomly drawn each weekday so you can experience holidays in space at the Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex. Use the Real Radio Talkback on the iHeartRadio app now and talk back to space for your chance to win. Head to realradio.fm/contest for another chance to enter.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
Brace yourself for the ultimate holiday deal with Consumer Cellular. Snag an incredible 50% off the Iris Flip when you buy before December 17th, making it only $34.50. The Iris Flip is all the phone and camera you need with a user-friendly design, the perfect flip phone companion. Plus, you'll get nationwide coverage and always free activation. Score 50% off when you use promo code RADIO50. Head over to consumercellular.com and use promo code RADIO50 during checkout to score this deal.
You earned it. Get it early. With a Fairwinds checking account, you can get your direct deposit up to 2 days in advance. No more waiting for payday. And we make it easy for you to send and receive money from friends and family. Open a checking account today at Fairwinds Credit Union and reach your financial goals. Fairwinds is federally insured by the NCUA.
Ready to change your phone service? You got to check out Boost Infinite Wireless at boostinfinite.com. You get their low price service and a brand new iPhone every year. And Boost Infinite's new technology gives you 3 networks for the price of one, so you get the best quality calls and data anywhere you are. No one can do that except Boost. Switch today at boostinfinite.com or call 855-55-BOOST. That's 855-55-BOOST. See boostinfinite.com for terms and conditions.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Preventive maintenance on all brands, and that saves you money and can detect an upcoming breakdown. Visit millsair.com.
It's the holiday season at Wawa, and gift cards are here for everyone on your list. You'll find gift cards for the Wawa fans in your life, and for the fans of other brands like Amazon or Roblox. Grab one for your boss or your best friend and make anyone's season bright in one Wawa run. Happy holidays from Wawa, your one-stop gift card shop. See store for details. Happy Free Coffee Tuesday season.
Oh, happy Free Coffee Tuesdays to you.
'Tis the season for Wawa Rewards members to get any hot or handcrafted iced coffee for free every Tuesday, just for being you.
Oh, but I didn't get you anything.
Your presence is a present enough.
Really? I love it here.
Merry Free Coffee Tuesday season. Try our new holiday flavors like peppermint barked iced coffee or our hot holiday blend coffee. And sign up today for Wawa Rewards.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The world's got you feeling glazed over. Sprinkle some love all around. Just climb your way up out of that hole, and you'll be the taste of the town. Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves a donut. Order a dozen from Dunkin'.
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
Won't it cut off if your microphone?
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Story time with the three best friends you never knew you had.
.com in just a moment. This is perhaps the least charitable news story I have seen in a very, very long time. And so I wanted to share this with you just to show you how things go sideways. And so here's the headline on this story. It's about a YouTuber. You guys have probably heard of him, I would think, Sabrina and Sealand. Shane Dawson is the name of the YouTuber.
Oh, yeah. I met him many years ago.
He's had some controversies. He's had some weird stuff that he said.
Yeah, it's something that came back to haunt him, like, because he was one of the first big YouTubers, at least one that I saw that amongst this group that they were doing every day, but then it blew up, and all of a sudden it was him and Grace Helbig, that Hannah Hart, that they were up in Times Square. Like, they were the faces of YouTube once that started, like, that content started to roll out.
Right. Yeah. These are OGs in the YouTube world, basically, which seems like a weird thing to have, but that's where we're at right now in life. And Shane Dawson, rather, is a gay dude. And I don't know if he's married or not. I think they might be married to his husband, I guess, Rylan Adams. And they just had a kid, right?
Oh,
they
congratulations.
had a kid. And the headline of this is Shane Dawson and Rylan Adams' use of surrogacy showcases the practice's grotesqueness. All right, that's the lead, the headline on this particular article.
Okay.
When I think about this, I go, well, if you have two dudes who are married to each other and they want to have a child together, the way biology and science works is you're going to need to have a surrogate to carry that child to term. This is one of the uses for surrogacy where it makes sense if a person wants to actually have a biological child of their own, right? So I don't get that part of it. But it's the sub-headline that really kicked me into space. When I first read this, I said, wait, what? Here's the sub-headline on this article right in front of me. It says, 10 other children were created only to be cast aside because they were not, quote, optimal.
Okay, that's embryos.
Yeah.
It
Yes,
happens all
right.
the time.
Right, but doesn't that make it sound like they had 10 kids and they're like, ew, gross. This one, they just
sounds like clickbait to me.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. 10 other children were created? No. When you do IVF, you have, Sealand was starting this process not even that long ago. You have to find like the best eggs, and you find the embryos that have the most potential. And so you're not creating 10 other children in the process of doing this.
In some people's eyes, they are. I have.
Wait. How many people think an embryo or like an egg from a woman is viable?
Not egg, but the embryo. When it's made into, when the two become one, essentially, there is a lot of people who believe that those are babies.
They see that as conception.
And there was even like this movement, it might, I imagine still happening, where these leftover embryos, people are like, you should adopt those because those are still babies. And then you can have your own baby because you're saving this baby.
I'm sorry. Wait a second. Just to be clear here, the throwing away, quote unquote, the disposal of the 10 embryos is what they went with, right?
Mm-hmm.
The argument, like the counter, is like you should adopt them out. Who's going to have all 10 of these babies? They still need to be carried to term.
10 different couples, bud.
10 different women?
I don't think that's a mainstream position. I would think that if you polled people on something like this, most people don't agree with that. And the idea that, like, they just discarded of 10 children and then they go, okay, this one works. This is the one we're looking for. That seems beyond an unfair way to look at that. I did see, though, that when they went in, and it was a weird move, when they went into the hospital to get the baby, because obviously their surrogate gave birth, and they call them in, hey, the baby's been born, and they bring
What
them
about
over
when they went
quickly.
in the hospital to throw away a dozen of the babies?
No report back on that just yet.
Damn.
But when they went in there and they took the baby, the surrogate said, here you go. This is your baby, and congratulations. One of the two of them laid down on the bed in the room where the woman gives birth and like held the baby, and it was just a weird kind of photo where you're like, this feels a little stolen Valerie, like,
It's kind of funny though.
like
It's a
you
little
just
funny.
push it out, like you just push this baby out of here. You hit the tag button and they toss the baby over to you, and now you got to take the reins.
You remember the gay couple in Arrested Development that were both cops, and they said that for their surrogate they mixed their semen together, and because they didn't want to know who the dad was, and, he looked at him like with a confused face because one's black and one's white.
True. We're gonna get to your dispatches in just a moment. I just thought that was ridiculous. Like, there's sometimes you see somebody coming after a person who's out there in the spotlight, and it's so uncharitable, the interpretation of their current predicament, that it just feels wrong to do that. Meanwhile, Jerry Seinfeld is getting protested, and when I saw that,
deal?
I said, Jerry Seinfeld seems like the last comedian that would get a protest at his gigs.
He has dodged some bullets, Mr. Seinfeld.
What's he had for controversies? Did he date a younger woman or
He
something?
dated a 16-year-old girl, I think.
That is correct.
That's usually frowned upon, yeah. He did escape that one. But this is because it was over the Palestine and Israel situation, and they said that he is complicit in genocide, which is exactly what I think of when I think of Jerry Seinfeld. Hundreds of protesters
What's the
assembled
deal
in
with
Brooklyn
letting people live?
on Saturday afternoon to show support for Palestinians amid Hamas's fight with the Israeli military. Pro-Palestinian protesters marching through downtown Syracuse last week gathered outside the Landmark Theater to protest comedian Jerry Seinfeld's stand-up show, accusing the star of being, quote, complicit in genocide over his support for Israel. I haven't even heard Jerry Seinfeld coming out and saying many things about Israel. I didn't
He
hear
doesn't
anything.
come out and say much.
I think maybe he just doesn't say stuff against Israel, and that's the problem. Like, silence is violence and all that nonsense. They also condemned House lawmakers for passing a resolution, blah, blah, blah.
What do you mean? That's a problem for him to not say anything against Israel? Isn't he Jewish?
Yeah, of course, yeah. I'm not saying that it is a problem. I'm saying sometimes these people will be saying that your lack of statements against Israel.
That was the whole thing, the whole thing that they tried to get Dave Matthews on. They tried.
That was the dumbest thing.
It was very dumb.
If you don't know this story, Dave Matthews played a show. Where was that? It wasn't in Israel, was it?
No. It was in Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
And
far away from Israel.
He was about to play a song, and he told some like story that kind of he had seen some video of this girl in Gaza drinking rainwater, something like that, something that touched him. And then he played a song, and then the outrage from a small handful of squeaky wheels that he didn't say anything about the other side basically was a straight up F you to Israel. And then during the song, the next song had green and red lights shining at the audience, which was a further FU because those are the colors of Palestine.
These people are so weird. This is the inverse of what I just said, the Palestinian supporters at the Jerry Seinfeld thing. Now we're talking about Israel supporters who, if you say something about, like, it's undeniably a very human experience to watch a video of some kid over in Gaza who is not involved in this stuff, who, because their house was blown up or because they don't have access to clean water, is drinking rainwater, or God forbid something has happened to them and they've been shot or whatever. It's a totally normal human experience to look at that, be affected by that emotionally, and then share that back when you're performing with the audience. Maybe you watched it earlier in that day. The idea that every single time you do that, you have to also bring up a story about a Jewish kid who is not doing well is so weird. It's so strange.
But it just makes me wonder, though, that they're obviously considering it, but it is almost a surefire result that if you don't say something about both, you're going to get backlash for not saying something about both.
Right. Which is
so
the height of stupidity.
Do it?
It's by default, they think if you say something about one side, you must fully support everything that's going on there. Mind you, he didn't say anything like that. He didn't say anything even positive about it. He just said, man, it sucks. Little kid didn't have any water to drink, which is the least controversial thing
That's a lie.
I've ever heard in my life. This makes people crazy. It absolutely does. All right, we're going to go to some dispatches in just a moment. But I told you, the Ramsey family is now coming out, and they have an idea that they would like to get passed in the United States of America and made into law. They said they would like the murder of children to be a federal crime. That's what they want to happen. They said they think that if we can make the murder of children a federal crime, that somehow this will lead to a different outcome for parents like them. This is strange for multiple reasons. One, because, they killed John Benet Ramsey and all of that stuff, right? That
is that
issue
your take?
Among them. Yeah, I think if you look into this, have you ever seen any documentaries about the John Benet Ramsey?
I saw the one that went, that got very popular a couple of years ago. I think we all talked about it.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
They brought in all the experts and reviewed that. Stuff.
Yeah, there's some stuff in that case that's just so obvious. They left behind a ransom note, a demand for money after they said that John Benet Ramsey had been kidnapped. And that amount of money was the exact amount of money that John Benet Ramsey's father had just received in a bonus at work. The handwriting matched to one of the parents, and on and on and on and on. There are only two viable theories about what happened to John Benet Ramsey, in my opinion. One is that her brother killed her, possibly on accident, and the parents wanted to cover up for all of it.
What was the thing that she was drinking, or wasn't it weird or particular, rather? Like bananas and milk or something like that?
Oh, yeah. No, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, because when she died, the contents of her stomach were revealed. They knew about what time she was killed. That's how they got, the time of her death on the record. And, yeah, they knew the contents of her stomach. But either her brother did it, possibly on accident, or her parents killed her. Those are the only two options there. And making the murder of a child, a federal crime isn't going to change that in any way at all.
I have to apologize to you briefly. Because before the break, you said you called them the John Benet Ramsey family, and I said they probably just go by the Ramseys. And then when you brought this up, you said the Ramsey family, and I went, Gordon?
I can't win!
No, it was me. It's my fault. That's what I'm saying.
We have accountability. That's great.
No winning for me here.
No. C-Lane, you win, I think, technically, right now, because he's apologizing for kind of messing that up, right?
Hey, now you just need to apologize today, and we'll have the trifecta. Yeah.
Sorry.
You have to be tied to something. It doesn't have the same effect if it's just out of the blue.
Word.
Let's go over to you. Here is Bass Clef Rules with a dispatch for us.
Hey, guys. Just wanted to dispatch in to wish C-Lane and Sabrina a happy and healthy holiday break. Sean, you don't get those wishes because you microwave your pierogies.
Wow.
That, as far as I'm concerned, is a crime against humanity. The only way to eat them, or cook them, is to boil, bake, or pan fry. Pan fry being the best method. And C-Lane, I'd like to congratulate you on your dominating performance in Fritz on the Street this year.
Shut up.
Truly historical. My friend, you are the Michael Jordan, the Tom Brady of Fritz on the Street. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you.
Here's my problem.
Back-to-back ships, baby.
Current problem that I have. It's not that C-Lane won Fritz on the Street that is getting at me and bothering me. It's Courtney. Courtney is the problem.
Why is Courtney bothering you?
Because every time he's bad at Fritz on the Street, Courtney tells him about it.
Because it's embarrassing for her, dude.
She runs me down. Yesterday, you know what she did? She said, when we were walking around, she said, is it still going to be fun if C-Lane just wins every year?
Oh. Great question.
I said, God, there's so much loaded up in that one sentence. And she's like, oh, yeah, I guess, I mean, it could change next year, but it seems like he's really just going to win them all.
He's not, okay? Because all of us have won.
Yes, that's what I said.
So the pendulum hopefully is swinging our way because it was, I think you won the first one.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember after that.
I think you won one.
You, then C-Lane, then it's obviously going to be me next year.
Yeah, well, it's been everybody who's won at some point, so it's been mixed up. But she just now sees C-Lane as so dominating a force in Fritz on the Street that is it going to be boring playing moving forward? Why are we even doing this? 2024 is my year for Fritz on the Street. I feel it.
Not if it's not my year.
I got to memorize some more capitals. I got to get that done.
All right, quick. What's the capital of Australia?
Yeah.
Adelaide?
No.
Is that right?
Dude.
Canberra? What is
Close
it?
enough. Canberra.
All right. I'll file that away. Everybody who thinks like the other cities in Australia when you're trying to think of a capital. We want to hear from you. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. All Day Yuckers is saying it's the C-Lane dynasty right now. Can he pull off 3 in a row? And then will he just retire?
Back-to-back ships?
My God. I won't even go for a walk with Courtney after that if it happens next year. Let's say, please, we cannot talk about this. Here's PDM BDM with the dispatch about Steamboat Willie.
If I'm not mistaken about the Steamboat Willie thing, Disney actually uses Steamboat Willie as their trademark, their little intro for Disney Animation Studios. So I think they kind of made a loophole, a workaround, as now the Steamboat Willie is trademarked for Disney Animation Studios.
Smart
move. Coca-Cola or Pepsi, Reebok. You know, you can't use those symbols or whatever, because they're trademarked. I don't know. Look into it. I might be wrong. Who the hell knows?
Yeah, I noticed that before all the Disney productions that they started using that they changed their little intro thing to Steamboat Willie and the whistling and the little song, and he's kind of bouncing back and forth. If they did that, it's good on them. That's clever. How's that little whistle go? I can never remember. It's like
I have no idea.
Close. You're not far from it. It's like a nice little song that gets stuck in your head. Let's do one more real quick.
I'm just making up whistles at this point.
Well, we only got 2 shows left. Almost one.
Yeah,
We've got 1 show and 2 segments.
What's the plan for tomorrow, gentlemen? Are we exchanging gifts?
Oh, I don't have anything for you. I mean,
Great.
we could get something.
So glad I bought both of you guys gifts already.
No, you didn't.
Swear to God,
way.
I did. Because we do it every year. I thought it's not anything special. It's more for the people listening and watching.
Well, we'll figure this out when we come back.
I love that. Okay.
We'll figure this out when we come back.
I'm going to go ahead and just get the return stamp printed.
Well, if you want to do that, then fine. I was going to try to figure out a way that we could do something tomorrow.
All right, we're doing gifts then.
We'll see. We'll talk about this in just a moment. We'll get to your dispatches as well. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Help us help you fight the bot wars on your feed.
Surrender peacefully. Resistance is futile.
Find us and like us. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
A lot of slow traffic on I-4 eastbound before 27 to about 429. Also, we're seeing the Beach Line now westbound to mile marker 70, a slow go there. And also still I-4 westbound after Parr Street to around Colonial Drive. Still have the traffic lights not working in Orange County, John Young Parkway at Colonial Drive. See traffic troubles? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Whatever hoagie you prefer, Wawa hoagies are made just for you. Now you can get your favorite classic hoagie just the way you like for only $6. $6 for your favorite classic hoagie. Gotta have a Wawa.
Folks, we live in Central Florida, and it is so important that your air conditioner works perfectly every single time. That's why I strongly suggest a call to Mills Air. They've been in business since 1992. That is over 30 years that they've been keeping Central Florida cool. That's a lot of experience, and their techs are the best out there. They can service any brand out there. It doesn't matter what kind of AC you have. They're also a Carrier factory authorized dealer. And that means a lot of things, but one important thing it means is they can get you up to $1,275 in rebates toward a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Give them a call today, 407-277-1159, or find them online at millsair.com.
During the Wrap Up the Year sales event at your Ram dealer, get up to 15% below MSRP on select 2023 Ram 1500, 2500, and 3500 models. 10 or 15% below MSRP depending on model. 10% below MSRP eligible trucks include Ram 1500 excluding TRX, Ram 2500, and 3500. 15% below MSRP eligible trucks include Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab, Laramie Crew Cab, and Ram 1500 Classic. Not compatible with lease offers or with any other consumer incentive offers. Residency restrictions apply. Take retail delivery from dealer stock by 1-2.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Legal in Florida. It's safe, it's legal. We'll repeat that, it is legal. Top rated sportsbook, and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Ho, ho, hold up. It's the end of the year already, and I'm way behind. So this month, I'm slaying prices. Let's wrap up the year. You'll save up to $6,000 off a nicer, newer car. Plus, I'll stuff your stocking with $1,000 Christmas cash on a new car. Don't wait for the jolly old elf, because right now, Santa R.C. Hill at R.C. Hill Mitsubishi wants to help you save $6,000 and stuff your stocking with $1,000. Are other dealers roasting your chestnuts over past credit mishaps? Let us help you get approved. Help me wrap up the year, and you could fill your sleigh with savings and drive home in a new car today. Save up to $6,000 based on the car you choose. And I'll give you $1,000 Christmas cash for the kiddies. But hurry, this deal's done once we wrap up. I'm R.C. Hill from R.C. Hill Mitsubishi, Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. See details at rchill.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
It's the best of the best year-end event at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. This year's best inventory at our best deals.
The holidays are the happiest time of the year. That is, unless you or your loved ones are miserable because of colds, sinus infections, or allergies. This holiday season, give the gift of better breathing with Navage. What makes Navage so effective? Well, unlike cold and allergy drugs that might take a long time to help, if they're effective at all, Navage provides fast relief from sinus congestion in 30 seconds flat. Navage doesn't just relieve symptoms, it attacks the cause by sucking out the germs, allergens, and viruses trapped in your nose that are making you feel miserable. Best of all, Navage does it naturally, without drugs. Wash away your cold and congestion problems this holiday season. Add Navage to your gift list so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier all year long. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Brace yourself for the ultimate holiday deal with Consumer Cellular. Snag an incredible 50% off the Iris Flip when you buy before December 17th, making it only $34.50. The Iris Flip is all the phone and camera you need with a user-friendly design, the perfect flip phone companion. Plus, you'll get nationwide coverage and always free activation. Score 50% off when you use promo code RADIO50. Head over to consumercellular.com and use promo code RADIO50 during checkout to score this deal.
I'm Mary Kay McBrayer, host of the podcast, The Greatest True Crime Stories Ever Told, where I dig into crimes where a woman is not just a victim. She might be the detective, the lawyer, the witness, the coroner, the criminal, or some combination of those roles. These are the stories we need to know to understand the intersection of society, justice, and the fascinating workings of the human psyche. Listen to The Greatest True Crime Stories Ever Told on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
When good things go bad, bad things make headlines. This is the...
Placing the news junkie after the new year. I don't know. You never know what's going to happen around here. Honestly, that's the time when they pull the plug on things. The holiday break, Christmas be damned. iHeart would be like, this is perfect timing. Pull the plug here, and then people will listen to some Christmas music for a while, and then boom, you put something new in like nobody ever noticed. I don't know. You never know unless you tune in, sir. We'll see what happens.
All I know, it's going to suck.
It will. It absolutely will. But only one way to find out is hanging out with us each day. I know that they're going to, at least here in our home market, going to be playing the Christmas Carol that we did when they're off on Christmas Eve, I think, is actually when that's played.
Nonstop.
Is it the one that we were actually in, or do they go rude and play like another year of the Christmas Carol that we weren't featured in?
Ooh, I don't know, because there's been times where Jack has like played different years, but he plays all day, so he can like shift between them.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay,
if you listen to the one that we recorded and you're drinking, drink every time I speak, and you are going to have maybe 1.5 shots.
Well, who did you play again? I forgot.
Don't even remember. I think I had one line.
Me either. I think I was a ghost.
I had one line, but I'm pretty sure there was like a promo person who had a majority of the lines.
I vaguely remember it, and I know that we were all in it. Celine, you were in it too, right?
Yeah, I was the
Tiny Tim.
No.
Oh.
No, Angel was Tiny Tim.
Oh.
You were like another Cratchit kid or something, weren't you?
No, that was a Cratchit kid when I was an intern. I've grown up from Cratchit Kid.
Nice.
I think I was the dude who first visited Scrooge and said like, "Hey, this is I had the chain. This is the chain that I've all my bad stuff. You need to stop doing bad stuff. Bad stuff chain."
If they play the one that's not us, if they play a variety, that's fine.
Marley,
That's
I think
good.
I was Marley.
Yeah, if they play a variety, that's good. But if they play one that isn't us, I'll feel like they didn't like our performances.
Well, the one with us, the thing is, I think one of the outright shining stars of that performance was Josh and Ryan, who decided. I don't know if they
those were the interns I was talking about.
I don't know if they whispered to each other and planned this, but they both did their whole bit with really cockneyed British accents, and it stole the show.
They were full on like pip pip cheerio, that kind of thing. It was a good time. So make sure you check that out during the holiday break. And as I said, C-Lane's going to put out a bunch of great shows in the meantime where you can catch up on some of the lore that you maybe missed out on over the years. Some of you, this is like the first month you've been listening to the show. Some of you have been faithfully listening for a decade. It's hard to know where everybody is. Like, everybody's at a different cycle in the time that they've been listening to the show.
You're going to do some throwback, C-Lane?
Yeah, I kind of have to.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because for that many days, it's a lot of days. Yeah,
There's still some of it that I try not to touch just because it sounds so completely different that
it's jarring.
Unless you've been listening for 10 years, the entire 10 years, you're going to go, what is going on here? Is this an effect?
How far back is that? Is that like
the first year?
It's mostly the first year. Okay. Now, we'll have all kinds of stuff for you. We have a big library of best of segments from over the years. I'm sure you missed out on a lot of that, so great way to catch up. All right, there is a 90-year-old grandmother that has revealed her life regrets in a video that is going viral all over the place.
Facebook,
There.
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
They said the Nana told her granddaughter, Rachel Dillon, that she regrets marrying so young and wish she spent more time working and, quote, mixing with people. She said, I do regret marrying too young. Wait for this. I met my husband when I was 13 and he was 15 and we got married at 17 and 19.
That's
Damn.
a hell no for me.
Woo!
And then
13?
stayed together?
Yeah, they stayed together, I guess. She admitted to being very outward, I suppose. I'm not very shy. I've always liked men, she said. I met him at the library. He used to take me for a ride when I was going to the library. The granny said she would have been quite happy not to have turned 90. I didn't really want to get to 90, she says. I've had enough. I've had this. It sounds a little bit like your grandmother, Sabrina. I've had all I wanted from the world. I'm quite happy to go and meet my little puppy dog waiting there for me, she says.
Oh, that's sweet. Now, Nana said, after I asked, how are you? She goes, still breathing.
No, I'm still alive.
Okay.
They said, any direct advice from this woman who's 90 years old? She says, not the way the world is going. I don't want to be part of anything that I can see going on from here.
She sounds like a gem.
She's a doomer, this lady. She's like, you guys have effed everything up. Good luck, sayonara, yeah. I'm out.
Throw me down a hill, thank you.
You know, one thing I do wonder is...
What's in a wonder ball?
If I got up to 70, 80, or 90 years old, would... You don't have to laugh at the 90. You don't have to laugh at any of them, actually. When I think about this, I think... Would I have a moment where I started to become very scared of my impending demise? And I sort of like found religion in that time. Because this woman is at ease. She's comfortable. She thinks that she's going to die soon and she's going to be reunited with her dog.
She had that moment at 80 or probably mid-70s.
But that's what I'm saying. Do you think there are people who later on in life you go, now I'm finding religion because I'm scared and I want to be assured that there's life after death? Or are people so set in their ways at that point that they just don't change? I don't know.
I would feel like the latter, that they're so set in their ways, especially if you're past the age of 80, 90 years old. Now, a lot of people find religion when they think they're, or have experienced a near-death situation.
That's true, yeah.
But
that happens quite a bit.
I can at least attest to my grandmother that passed away. Nana, she, at 80 years old, I remember my mom told me that she, reassessed her entire life. She's always been a woman of God, but it was the reflection of her entire life leading up to 80-something years old, and did a lot of, accountability and reconciliation.
Really?
And at her age, it blew everyone's mind that she could still reflect and apologize for a lot of things that had happened.
Really?
She went on an apology tour?
She did.
It's almost like if you go to Alcoholics Anonymous or something.
Which had a lot to do with it. She was not an alcoholic, but her husband, my grandfather, was, and they were very involved in, he was one of the big Al-Anon, Alcoholics Anonymous people. Right. And my mom's still very involved in children of alcoholics and stuff, but I know that my grandmother at her old age went back and kind of went through the steps of being the wife of an alcoholic and went on the apology tour, so it's never too late, Sean and C-Lane.
I just wonder how I'm going to feel if I get that age. I just wonder if I will start going, I don't want to die. Drugs. But I think I just don't understand it at all, because this lady's not saying that in the slightest. She's saying, I'm ready to die. She's like,
next day, let's go, dude.
She's chill with the idea that she will perish soon, and kind of a little bit irritated that it's taking this long to wipe her out.
When everyone around you has passed away, it's all right, when's my time?
That's the difficult part. All right, when we come back.
That's when I'll do the apologizing. When all the people that need to be on the receiving end are dead.
Final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut.
Are we okay?
I don't know. It got deep. What we're doing is we're looking at the finish line for the second of the last show, and it's having
I can Steamboat Willie us out of here if you want to be happier.
Please, yeah, let's do it. All right, back with the final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today we're going to wrap everything up for a Thursday. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Facebook, more than a place to remind you of birthdays. Find us and like us. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey everybody, good Thursday to you. Jamie King, Fox 35 Storm Center. Central Florida weather today, mixed skies. Looks like temps cool, low 70s. Windy out of the northeast at 20 to 25 with higher gusts. A passing shower chance at 20%. For tonight, partly cloudy, low 60s. Breezy northeast winds continue. Rain chance overnight, 20%. Our Friday, 10% chance of rain. Windy, 73 that high. And on Saturday and Sunday, Fox 35 storm alert days with high rain chances and very gusty winds. For Fox 35, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. Take care.
This report is sponsored by Pearl Specialties Olives in the sunny yellow jar.
Original MTV VJ Martha Quinn here. Pearl Specialties Olives are bursting with flavor and add the perfect Mediterranean twist to everyday meals and snacks. Rock your recipes with Pearl Specialties Olives. For quality you can trust, look for the sunny yellow jar at your local Walmart.
Hey, Florida drivers, the holiday season is upon us. When celebrating, always plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Besides, a DUI could cost you $10,000. Not exactly the best gift you could give yourself. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Gift wrapping struggles. Packed parking lots. Tangled decorations. Take your family light years from the holiday routine with Holidays in Space at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, sponsored by Pepsi. Discover the nightly lighting of a 50-foot tree, the all-new projection show guided by our out-of-this-world host, Starflake, and the Rocketry Trail, sponsored by L3 Harris. Holidays in Space is included with general admission. Tickets on sale now at KennedySpaceCenter.com.
Hey creators, it's your chance to be heard. Always dreamed of making your own song? Now you can with just a few swipes on the Hype app, where you can effortlessly create music, share it with friends, and join a community of real musicians. Listen to Johnny's House on XL 1067 for a chance to hear your Hype song air on the radio. The best Hype wins $5,000. Download the Hype app at XL1067.com. That's HYPH. Or follow XL 1067 on Insta.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Goldsmith Jewelry Shop. Look, I can help you out a little bit here. If you want something special for someone special in your life, go see my friends over at Goldsmith Jewelry. They've been saving me for years with incredible hand-designed jewelry for my wife, friends, and family, and they can do the same for you. First things first, they have the personal service you're looking for and a huge selection of fine jewelry, loose diamonds, designer names, necklaces, everything there. Something for every budget. The best quality for the lowest prices, plus fast free shipping as well. 1212 Lee Road right here in Orlando, or find them online at goldsmithjewelry.com.
Hey, you want to get a big green egg? The best place to go by far is Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up the big green egg for you, and they make it so easy. Follow them on Instagram. It's Wassie's Meat Market, or just go to their website, wassiesmeatmarket.com, to get your big green egg today.
Do you have information about a violent crime? Help solve crimes with your anonymous tips at crimeline.org. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your tips make a difference. Say it here. It's anonymous at crimeline.org. Paid by CSTF.
Extra cash? Coming right up. Happy Money is letting you in on a happier way to elevate your savings with an incredible certificate offered by Alliant Credit Union. Smart, bold, and straightforward. Alliant offers a 12-month certificate with 5.25 APY annual percentage yield with a low minimum deposit of $1,000. Funds are insured up to $250,000. Best of all, anyone can apply to join. Elevate your savings today. Visit happymoney.com/Alliant. That's ALLIANT. The APY is accurate as of the 11/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
Switch to Verizon and you'll save.
Get in the holiday spirit, Orlando. Verizon has an extra gift for your family this season.
You can save a lot.
Get $800 in Verizon gift cards when you switch your family of 4 and get 4 new phones on us with Select Trade-In and Unlimited Ultimate.
Great deals from Verizon. Great deals from Verizon.
There's never been a better time to switch, but this offer won't last forever, so hurry in. Switch to the network America relies on. Get $800 in gift cards and get new phones for the whole family on us with Select Trade-In and Unlimited Ultimate. Visit your local Verizon store today. $999.99 device payment or full retail purchase with new smartphone line on Unlimited Ultimate plan required per phone. $200 Verizon e-gift card with port in per line. Less $1,000 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. 0% APR.
Sharing is caring, right? Well, that's what they say. But at McDonald's, they mean it. That's the only place where when I roll through with my fam, I leave happy and full. Because for real, I get everything I want. No. Scratch that. We all get everything we want. Especially right now, when we can bundle our faves for breakfast. How about a savory sausage McMuffin with melty cheese or the most delicious, warm, flaky sausage biscuit with those delicious classic hash browns for just $2.79? Or later in the day, get the fam together and go all out. Bundle the hits like a crispy McChicken topped with mayo and lettuce, or a juicy McDouble with not one, but 2 100% pure beef patties and tasty, small, world-famous fries for only $3.69. McDonald's eats, and so do we all, because there's always something for everyone. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid with product served.
The holidays are the happiest time of the year. That is, unless you or your loved ones are miserable because of colds, sinus infections, or allergies. This holiday season, give the gift of better breathing with Navage. What makes Navage so effective? Well, unlike cold and allergy drugs that might take a long time to help, if they're effective at all, Navage provides fast relief from sinus congestion in 30 seconds flat. Navage doesn't just relieve symptoms, it attacks the cause by sucking out the germs, allergens, and viruses trapped in your nose that are making you feel miserable. Best of all, Navage does it naturally, without drugs. Wash away your cold and congestion problems this holiday season. Add Navage to your gift list so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier all year long. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
During Pro Paint Days at Lowe's, save $10 on a new and exclusive 5-gallon pail of HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams Drywall PBA Primer and Sealer. Lowe's knows paint. Lowe's knows pros. Offer valid 12/4 through 12/15. Exclusions, restrictions, and more terms apply.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the
Make the cut. And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Thursday.
Are you ready for the last show?
Oh, you bet your ass I am.
Are you ready? Did you get the thing ready that I always look forward to every year?
Is it
Hallelujah,
the last song?
Well, all of the songs.
Yeah,
all
the Christmas rejoins?
Yes.
Yeah, I got them. Yeah. Hold on, I think I have them.
Oh, gosh.
I'm just blindly saying that. I believe I have them. Yep, got them right here in front of me. Yeah, good. I don't have to do any extra. I thought I was going to have to re-download all those and seg them up, and giant pain in the ass. Thank you, past Sean, for doing a great job for future Sean.
You're welcome.
Makes things easier for me. By the way, thanks for everybody who has been gobbling up these offerings from Junkie Claus. Today's lasted about 5 seconds, and those are all gone. The ones from the mystery offering were like, we didn't even get into the first segment, and those were gone. I've got those all bagged up and ready to go. Most of them are on the way to you right now. So just be patient. You'll get those before Christmas. If you have any issues ever, email me, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. If you have anything that you haven't got, if you didn't receive, all of that, just make sure you're emailing me. I can't read your minds. I try to put in as much effort as I can to make sure everybody's getting their stuff and is happy with it. So, again, make sure you're telling me if you don't get something. and let me know. All right.
Oh, gosh, we were talking about the idea of me playing super, super old best of.
Yeah.
And I don't think I could bring myself to pull the trigger. This is the very first thing we ever say for best of.
Is
someplace. I don't know if it was a bank. I don't know if it was a store. I don't know exactly what it was. But apparently they are close to these two schools, so the schools are on lockdown.
So weird. It's like
that's
you
the situation
had a
we're
clip
looking
on
at.
your nose.
We'll give you more
Let's
if
see if
anything
I can
happens.
still do it.
There's no doo-doo involved.
Am I getting closer? Is that it?
Maybe.
It is close.
I'm here to pinch it. There's a bank. What was that a segment about anyways? Were we just trying to save anything for best of?
No, eventually you get to a teacher who posed for Hustler and got fired.
Oh, okay. All right. That sounds sexy. I guess we got something going there. Well, let's do the final dispatches, folks. Here we are before we push off into the abyss. We've got one from I'm a PC. We'll play that here to start things off. Here goes nothing.
Hey, Sean, I think your best bet at eating technically what would be human would be going to one of these IVF centers and just asking for all of the frozen embryos and just
what is wrong with
taking them
our
as a
listeners?
shot, and that'd be your best bet.
That's gross, man. I don't know. I don't want to do that. I don't know.
But then
You
what if
can't
you
even
get
see
pregnant?
that. I don't think it works that way. I don't want to get near any of that.
Yeah, it does, dude. Come on.
What? If I ate an embryo, I would
You're
get pregnant?
Yeah.
I don't think that's how the
My dad
physics
tried to
work.
tell my sister it worked that way.
Read a book.
Here's Diesel Dan.
Hey, Junkie. So, hot take on the HOA. So, I am grateful for the HOA that I live in. I'm in a relatively small neighborhood with 100 houses. We recently just voted to lower the dues to it's $28 a month.
Nice.
But a lot of people don't realize things that I've learned about the HOA is they have to follow a lot of law, a lot of regulation. One of those is that every year they have to hold an election for their board of directors to change the board of directors, which is the residents of the neighborhood that get to make the decisions, and they have to vote and all that stuff. But people don't realize if you can get enough of your neighbors that are fed up, that'll back you, you go to that meeting and say, hey, I'd like to run to be a committee member, and you get your neighbors to back you, by majority, they will. That'll get you on the board, and then slowly you can have the neighborhood take over the HOA. So mayhem, man, mayhem. Love you guys.
The true problem is, even though there is lovable democracy at the core of it, nobody votes for these kind of things. Nobody shows up at these kind of meetings. Nobody does this, and that's why they get to do whatever they want. If you went around, you got some angry neighbors, and then you just win power over the HOA and just dissolve it and then just leave. That's it. That's the move. He's right about that. You got to be involved in these things, and they seem so boring that nobody wants to. Therein lies the problem. Let's do the stories that didn't make the cut, brought to you by Nations Trucks. We love our friends at Nations Trucks, and you're going to love the truck you see over there on the website. Go to nationstrucks.com, find lifted trucks, work trucks, everything. They got it right there at nationstrucks.com. Everything made the cut. All right, let's get out of here.
Good job, stories.
Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Thursday, December 14th, 2023. Today I Learned sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away.
My gosh, D'Alessandro TV on YouTube called what that dispatcher was talking about as human caviar. And it's kind of accurate. It's similar. It's embryos, not eggs, but it's, oh gosh.
That's true. Back in 1997, Nelson Mandela, a hero to many South Africans and the man who brought down the apartheid regime in South Africa.
This is when he created the effect, right?
Not the Mandela effect, but similar, because that's where it started from, obviously from him. But he said these people were his heroes.
The Spice Girls?
The Spice Girls is correct. Nelson Mandela said, my hero is the Spice Girls, all of them, which I didn't expect, honestly, but good for them and him. Today I learned when the Stanley Cup, the NHL Stanley Cup, in fact, runs out of space for engravings, the oldest engraved band on it is removed and a new one is added. More recently, the winners from 1954 to 1965 were removed, which kind of sucks. I thought they would just make it bigger, but yeah, they take off the old winners and kind of get forgotten.
You know how big the Stanley Cup would end up being?
It'd
right?
be so giant.
They're not utilizing the space, in my opinion.
No, they could put way more on there. They could be more effective about this. They should at least save the rings that they take off and do something cool with that.
Another cup?
Today I learned Silent Night, I just said it without playing the thing,
Holy night.
is the world's most recorded Christmas song. There are more than 137,000 known recordings of people covering
that's got to be public
Silent
domain.
Night. Yeah, for sure. I think so. And let's see here. Let's get everything wrapped up. Go to the last one. Today I learned this band right here. Ramones is correct. Today I learned Joey Ramone was born with a parasitic twin growing out of his back.
Yeah.
It said.
Jason Ramone.
It was incompletely formed and surgically removed. The family lived in Queens at the time.
Sean
where
would
Hyman
eat him for sure.
and his future Ramones bandmates attended Forest Hills High School.
They named him Noe Ramone because he wasn't going to survive.
Boom!
Well,
Thank
great.
you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. Like it or not, we're back tomorrow, same time, same place. If you missed any of the show, go subscribe to the podcast at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.